Nice.
Welcome back to Scales of Fate, everybody.
We're here.
It's a beautiful Monday, don't you guys think?
It is.
Yep, it's Monday.
It is the day of Mun.
Old Monday.
As you guys can see, we have a guest table at the guest character at the table. Totally nailed it.
Guest table at the character.
Yes, this is Gaby. She'll be joining us for the session.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Hi, Gaby.
Leon / the player Taylor will not be with us today, but we are anticipating to see him back on the show next Monday. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us today, watching our channel and hanging out with us. If you want to get to know more about our sponsors and things that we have going on, check the comments for website links, as well as our website, our Discord, all that fun stuff. And from there, let's go into a brief recap of what happened last time. As you guys were leaving the Grand Spire Citadel from a long-anticipated nappy nap, Leon was hailed by Paula to engage in that line of questioning that she had bade him join JJ to save you guys in order to get a little bit more straight answers from him. You guys left, heading to Steep in the Cups in order to first talk to Amara, who then joined you to Steep in the Cups, and then at Steep in the Cups, you were intending to get in contact with Cynthia Silcrest or find more information about Thalner's father, Tyro. Had some strange roleplay.
You met a new character. Strange.
Jameson, right?
Very legitimate.
James
Jameis.
Hoffman stuff.
Okay.
I also was thinking Jameson.
Yeah. Well, you know.
It's on brand. No, that will be his son.
Yes. Jameis's son. Jameis' son.
Son of James.
Not canon.
Is that how? Not canon. Just squashing
Yeah,
that
I
now.
thought it'd be halfling.
James does not know his sons.
Or daughter.
From there, you guys did come into contact with Cynthia, had a very strange into the mind circumstance that happened, albeit only through Thalner's eyes.
Just kidding, we didn't. We had a totally normal time with her.
Yeah. She was just
She barfed.
rude and annoying and then threw up in the alley. JJ saw the throw up.
I did.
You did.
She barfed.
That lady was rude.
She's just a little bit.
She knows
Crass.
she
Crass is the
deserved.
word.
Zeus dished up some sass back. Some back sass.
Some
Good
back
job.
sass,
Good
as
job.
if you
I
will.
cast back sass.
Do you have the spell slot for that?
I did actually.
It's a
It's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Wait, isn't that just vicious mockery though?
It's actually a feat that I have.
Oh, okay.
Backstab.
Well, lucky for me, I've got 2 feet. Anyways,
The inspiration.
the inspiration. Recap. Finishing up, you guys through the rain headed towards Rax Mori's Pawn and Emporium. Technically you were going to the clinic, and Jack, Roscoe, and Thalner all saw a flying figure through the clouds in the sky.
Everything's fine.
Everything is totally
Oh
fine.
shit! I just remembered that it is not fine.
Well, as Jack, very duly in character, was not fine.
It's not fun.
Rax had come out, essentially recognizing the situation for what it was, but basically a PTSD flashback meltdown. Brought him into the pawn shop along with the rest of you. You guys exchanged a few words, heard a little bit about Jack's backstory, and now are within the pawn shop together. I know Gaby is at the table, but she's not currently in here with you guys, just to make that clear. So, what are you guys up to? Rax is kind of scuttling along, was essentially getting the sauna ready for anyone that had the desire to go to. Kind of off in the distance within the pawn shop, you hear some louder tones that you recognize to be JJ behind a closed door talking to Rax's wife. But From here, you guys always do that.
I mean, you said behind closed doors.
Yeah, she's consoling him. You can tell. Passive insight.
because he was having the mind break.
Yes. So, what are you guys up to in this punch?
Brain scramblies. Oh, yeah, I was here to get a shield. He said something about a shield.
Yeah.
He said something about a forge specifically, which
Yeah.
I was super interested in. In fact, I turned down drinking.
This is true.
Go look at the forge. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be drinking.
You're quite all right.
I don't know why you want to do the forge yet in character, but I know why you do it out of character.
So, Roscoe, Salvo, the two of you kind of glide around the edge of the shop, just more or less half perusing the wares hanging about shelves and whatnot. You do find the forge. Several weapons hang on racks, and there's also racks. There's sorry, I'm like on one today.
We all seem to be.
I know. A couple of shields, pieces of armor kind of strewn about. Most of the ones that were like very well made were up towards the front of the shop. But are you intending to make a shield here?
I don't think I have the time or the money to make a cooler than normal shield, and a normal shield is right in my price range.
Okay. And right
I
as like
can, DM.
making a shield will take you roughly the next 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah, so no.
Just out of raw materials, like
Yep, I would love to buy a regular shield unless he has a cool shield.
right about this time, he kind of walks up as Roscoe's kind of looking at some throwing daggers and says, "Hey, you're looking for a shield, right?
Yes, sir.
You plan on making one, or
Not today, but I would love the opportunity in the future.
cool? Hey, tit for tat, I'll give you a shield for free." Kind of points over on one of the tables. How do you guys know JJ? You two specifically. Like, I mean, I plan on asking this of the rest of you.
Is this the tat for your tit?
Yes, indeed.
I thought I understood the question, but you just confused the shit out of me.
We're all on the same investigative team.
I met him in a pub.
Okay, well,
Do you remember when we left, JJ and I?
oh,
Go
yeah.
have that celebratory drink?
Xeris, didn't see you standing there, but yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. That's how we met.
Oh, okay. So, investigative team. Okay. Not going to dig any deeper. Don't need to know much more.
That's our job.
Xeris, you vouched for these guys, right?
Be careful of the halfling.
Of the halfling?
Which one?
I vouch for them.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. He like kind of nods at you a little bit, walks over to a table, just peels a shield off the table and walks it over. Here you go.
Lovely.
Basic, mate. Not too crazy, but
I love shield. This is shield.
this is shield.
I'm exactly what I was looking for.
Precisely.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Well,
Here's a silver for your trouble.
nah, don't worry about it, man. Honestly, if you guys are working with JJ and kind of helping him out, I'm confident that this shield will get to put to good use.
Well, the shield protects me, which protects him.
yeah, there we go.
So, man, I heard you have like a forge around here that perhaps we could.
I mean, you're kind of looking at it. You look over. There's like a very small stone pit with glowing whitish orange embers coming out of it.
Yeah, that was a nice way of saying, "Yo, can I use your forge?"
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Do you need materials? Because that might cost
No,
you.
I mean maybe like some molds or something, mold materials. But I have all the metal I need.
Well, no, I've got the tools. So what do you?
Yeah.
Sure, have at it.
All right.
Hey, Xeris, why don't you come with me real quick?
Oh, okay. Let's go.
He kind of leads you down a hallway. Thalner, what are you doing during this time?
I'd kind of wandered around between shelves and found several different eclectic sets of vintage teacups, and I'm just kind of
Aw,
staring,
that's cute.
completely zoned out.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Someone pawn them, not even realizing the value. Weird.
The teacup.
Yeah, they're very well, beautifully hand-painted porcelain blue. Several different arrangements, different varying costs. Are you looking to purchase one?
No, I don't know where I would put it. And that's kind of why I'm just staring at it. It's like, I want it, but I'm contemplating now the fact that I don't know where, like, what my life will look like in the next few days even. And I want to buy a nice set of teacups or a teapot for my shop, but I might not have the shop. I might not ever go back. I might, I'm like,
Internal monologue
I'm
panic.
having like this whole moment of like just holding a teacup, but like questioning my entire future.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we'll leave Thalner there in that dismay.
Cirrus did
Right
not
there.
notice.
No, because JJ, you're kind of going through it right now. You just keep seeing flashes of that winged image through the smoke, and you every once in a while you hear, hey, okay, John, come on, just a little bit more water, hey. And then you also hear Rax and Xerus, you guys walk in as JJ's taking a sip.
Like a blanket over me.
Are you feeling any better, JJ?
Yeah,
Obviously,
just, like, glazed
noticing
over.
that he's not still himself.
He's so Jack, for you it's less of the panic now and more of that impending weight feeling on your mind. You do not disbelieve your eyes in what you saw, and the impending doom sense is starting to fade a bit, and you're starting to come back into your own mind, but there is still that sense of panic. What if you're out of bullets? No, the magic gun. What if you're out of medicinals? And actually, you kind of turn and look within the blanket. You've got a little bit left, but then you remember the paling. And give me a history check real quick.
That is a 7.
Negative.
Seven's okay. Albeit a little bit muddied with some of your past PTSD type moments. You do remember that there actually hasn't been a physical dragon within the paling in as long as you have lived here, which is essentially your whole life.
Yeah. He seems a little bit more coherent. It's just kind of like the decompressing after like an accident or something like that. It's just like the adrenaline's still pumping, but the just kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Just kind of zoned out. Like all the thoughts running through his head.
Hey, JJ, buddy. Hey, I got Xerus here with me. Feeling all right?
Yes. No,
Hey.
but
No, yeah.
yeah.
It's understandable.
What can I do to help?
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about me. I just had a thingy. Yeah. He feels bad that people are even having to like.
It's like I'm seeing JJ naked or something. The protective barrier is off.
Yeah, he feels bad enough that people have had to like look
Console.
after him and console him and stuff like that. So he doesn't want to be cause anyone else anymore
So
problems.
I guess kind of picking up on that, Roscoe's engaging in some curious activities at the forge out there. You want to see what happens?
No, just let him do whatever he wants to do.
I'm not saying we stop. I was just saying we could watch, take your mind off things.
I just need another minute or two. I'll be okay.
Okay,
Yeah, whatever you need, man.
I have a seat.
I agree. It might go poorly. Like, it could be fun.
Rex also has a seat. Xerus, the two of you pull up some chairs, and kind of while Jade is still calming down, like breathing into the cup that he's kind of taking sips of sparingly, he sets up a game of dragon chess, and you two begin to play.
Rexley?
Yes. I'm gonna cut back over to Roscoe. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
You and Salvo in the forge, huh? What are you up to?
Hey, Salvo. So, I need your expertise. I'm trying to craft some intricate, fancy items.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a few stacks of metal here, and I want to do something perhaps like a sweet-ass dagger, something that like a high-end military guy would want to carry for reputation.
Are we looking practical or aesthetic?
Aesthetic, totally.
Okay.
And then maybe like a flask, perhaps mimicking that one that JJ carries with him. That's empty.
I think I've seen it. I've seen it, right?
You have seen it. Easy history
Yes,
check.
I think I can.
It was very recent. It was at the Steep in the Cups that you
Right.
that you
Yes,
saw.
yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah, man. If I could like craft both of those,
Do you have metal you want to use?
I do. I slowly pull out 2 sacks of black dragon blood coins.
Yes.
Oh, no way.
This is Theo fuckery, I assume.
It is indeed Theo fuckery.
I'm on board. Absolutely.
Oh, okay, sweet. I thought there was gonna be like a thing, but yeah, let's do it.
Oh no, I mean, I do not fare.
I want to make
something.
something, 2 objects that this guy's gonna want to keep on his person.
Certainly. Well, I can. The daggers can be more of a forging situation, but I can make a decorative dagger probably relatively quickly. Seems like they have the right molds and tools here.
Nice.
The flask, on the other hand, might be a little tricky if he doesn't have, say, a flask cast.
Can we make a cast? Because I've got like 2, 3. I've got a few flasks.
Does he have sand here?
What's that now?
Does he have like casting sand?
Yes. There is a
Yes, we can.
small altar bowl just kind of like filled with
Sure.
it itself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay. Who is going to head this experiment? Salvo. I mean, granted, I have to ask.
I mean, Roscoe is,
I
he's
pull out
not
all
an
my
idiot.
Smith tools. I whip out my bonking hammer. Put on my goggles. I'm like, do you want to?
Oh no, man! You got this.
All right, give me a blacksmith and bonkin check with advantage because Roscoe is helping you.
Oh, thank you.
This will take roughly about an hour.
Sure. What is a bonk for smithing? I am proficient with the tools, and I do have them.
This is going to be nature is intelligence, or is it wisdom?
Nature is intelligence.
Okay, give me a nature check. And if you're not proficient with it, add your proficiency because you're using blacksmithing. It's basically the
Yes.
natural state of this
Yep,
metal. And
I believe that's how tools work. Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
no problem.
And I can do this.
That's it.
Proficient.
Oh, yes.
JJ kind of like stands up really quick, and the blanket like falls off of him. I need to go with the clinic. Like,
Okay. What for?
I only got supplies enough for like 1 or 2 more uses. It's no problem.
We can head out
I
of
gotta
the short.
I gotta go. He just like starts walking out.
And
Sorry,
JJ
bro.
just starts walking out the door. No. Go after him. It's fine. This game's moot. Anyway, you're about to get your ass whooped. Just kidding. I was gonna lose. I'll be honest. I was about to lose. Yeah, just please go make sure he's okay.
It's okay. That silver though,
I'll put it on your tab. You guys exit. What was your Smithy Bunky check?
I haven't done it yet. Sorry.
Let's do it.
And you said that was nature?
Yes.
Nature with proficiency
With
and
proficiency.
advantage?
And advantage because Roscoe is essentially being like your tool bearer.
Tasty treat.
You're essentially doing the fine-tuning things that a surgeon would be doing and saying, scalpel, tongs, more hot stuff.
I know some of that stuff.
Oh, nice.
What is it? What is it?
To be.
That is a nat 20.
What?
But what's
Okay.
the total?
That'd be a 27.
27. Were you making the flask or the dagger?
Oh, God.
It's one at a time here.
I was going to start with the dagger because that was
dagger
more in my mindset.
Okay. So what does a natural 27 dagger with Roscoe's help look like?
I thought I was going to make just a decorative dagger. Turns out with the platinum, I was actually able to melt it just right and get the shape just perfect. I mean, it is a pristine serpentine spiral dagger, double-edged, but with like a hollow core, with some lace work inside. I got a little crazy on the twist, and I was like, you know what would look good? And I just
Folded
twisted it.
metal.
Yeah, I mean, it is like elegante. Looks surgical, maybe spacey, definitely gorgeous.
Okay, I will go ahead and say that took 16 platinum coins to make.
Woo!
I might just have to keep this one, man. Oh, evil dragon shit. Fuck, man, this is gorgeous though. This is perfect.
Salvo, you would estimate the value of that, especially being the trained hand, and you also etched a little bit of the is it insignia. You would estimate that selling non-magically enchanted for about 300 gold.
So it's nearly doubled in value.
Sweet, that's gonna work perfectly into my plan.
Absolutely. And you know what? I won't even charge for the services on that dagger.
Wasn't gonna pay. That works out perfectly.
We'll call this a Yomi?
You just said you weren't gonna charge.
Money.
Already made the deal.
Okay, do you want a flask?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
You guys,
I'll owe you for the flash.
you guys see JJ walking into the forge. Xeris quickly in tow. It looks like he's got a very serious, stern look on his face, like he has intent.
JJ, check this out.
Oh, do I recognize it as the spooky metal?
Passive insight 18, yeah.
Oh.
Right?
Same color,
spooky
same dark hue.
Yeah.
You keep that away from me, and it looks great.
Do you think that your buddy Theo's gonna like this?
Oh yeah. He's gonna
Awesome.
have a blast. Well, what are you guys making? I mean,
Oh, evil stuff for Theo.
okay.
I prefer to think of it as possibly tainted artifacts for Theo.
Trying to get eaten by a dragon.
Well,
Insurance.
That is the goal.
if he wants stuff that he wants, and I really don't need this. I just keep it for memory's sake. But
He hands over his flask to you.
he'll probably want that.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll give this one back. We just need this for a mold.
Oh, I mean, you can coat the thing, do whatever you want with it.
Alternatively, what I was going to suggest is maybe we just inlay.
But that's a man's flask is like his most personal thing. I don't want to take
Yeah,
a man's.
This one is.
You pop the cap and you take a whiff, and it's just extremely pungent coffee.
Yeah, this has been tainted. Maybe we shouldn't give it over.
Look of disgust.
I walk over to Thalner for a quick second. Are you still looking at the cup?
Yeah, like
Wow.
he's looking around at other things with just kind of like the cup resting, like held by the handle and resting in the other hand.
Kind of more paying attention to what's going on with these three at the moment. I'm like, it's supposed to have a flask.
What?
Go send it to me. It's supposed to. Here's the gift.
Do you believe in Roscoe's definition of a man?
That is wonderful.
Separation between player and.
Roscoe didn't hear that.
Did not hear that.
Yeah.
Did not. I did though.
So Salvo turns to Roscoe and says, "Here's my proposal. We maintain his flask exactly how it is, but we pour in a false bottom using a crucible and using melted coins, so no one's the wiser that it's been modified in any way, but it has the tainted platinum in the bottom."
Do you think we could still put a bunch of tainted platinum in there?
I mean, you have 3?
Yes.
I actually have Jack's sack of platinum too, because he threw that.
Oh yeah.
And he has my 4 platinum.
Oh, but those are your stack. I ain't gonna use those, man.
Yeah, that would be stealing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna use those. I've got plenty that I stole from Jack. I mean, he threw them, so that's kind of more like finders keepers.
That belongs to him, though.
We each had 19, right?
19.3333, and then we had 2 that we gave to Jack,
Jack,
and then 2 people
do you
gave
want
him an
this
additional
tainted
one.
platinum, man, or
Has these.
can I use some to screw over Theo?
You go
16.
for it. I don't want anything to do with that stuff.
All right. as many as you think you can fit in there. I mean, the idea of using his actual flask is pretty genius.
That's the 0.3.
Yeah, it's been nothing but bad news and bad memories since I got this damn thing. So you can have it or get rid of it.
Jack, are you okay?
No, to be honest, but yes, I'm fine.
Is there anything we can do to help to make you okay?
No, I just need to gather my thoughts, I guess. But yeah, you guys take care of that.
Wait, man. Where are you going?
Just next door. It is next door.
Or it's down the street a little.
Down the street.
It's less than 2 blocks.
Okay.
I gotta go back to the clinic.
All right, man. I want to see you back here, though.
I'll make sure.
I ain't got nowhere to go. I mean, that's where I live either way. So,
Because if not, I'll make a scene in the street. So,
all right, I count on it.
Please don't do that. We'll be back.
well, you better be back then.
Do I stay here or do I go with?
No, you stay here
Stay
with
here,
us, man.
stay here, Stack.
Okay.
No. Wait.
I will stay here.
Good boy. Can I roll a nature to estimate how many coins I could probably melt and line the inside of this with before it becomes obscene?
That one just give me a flat intelligence check.
Sure. 24.
You think that? So what do you? The objective here obviously is to line the inside of it.
Basically, I'm imagining like how you would, like the opposite of coating something. I'm lining the inside with molten platinum to try to get it to be built up as many coins that I can without it feeling weird in the hand.
Okay. You estimate roughly
And platinum, is platinum light?
It's pretty light. It's heavier than gold.
It's heavier than gold?
Yes, it's heavier than gold.
Pretty light then.
Yeah, that'd be
Got
like
it.
super heavy.
But
I'm on it.
Thank you.
you wouldn't. So when you're thinking about the perspective of it being super heavy, you wouldn't put 16 gold worth into it. You would probably put 1.5 to
Okay, so we're looking at like 2 coins.
2 platinum coins. Yeah.
Oh, it's basically what you had still.
11% heavier.
Then gold? No shit.
So, like,
I know things.
I mean,
facts.
I did not know.
I know.
I've never had a pile of platinum.
Either way, in this world, it is.
Man,
It's not
I've
because
been
the DM
stealing
said
these freaking catalytic converters, and I have not been getting that much.
Wait, that was
do
you?
you think if we like totally copied this thing in platinum, it would be like
Noticeably
suspiciously
different.
heavy?
And also, there's no way I can get the sheen right. Like this is his flask, and this platinum is going to be
That's
still low
like
because you don't look inside.
not
a flask.
that much evil coin.
As you guys are debating this, you see Jack just kind of walk out the building.
Yeah, I would also replace the coffee with actual.
I'm concerned about him, but at the same time, I was like, he knows what he's doing.
At this point, Thalner kind of like looks up like,
You see Xeris and Jack very intentfully like leaving. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack flips his hands past the door. It's the lane had the rain had died
lane?
down a little bit. The lane had not died down a little bit. The rain had died down a little bit, but it is still going.
Not less of the tree.
what?
Oh, he went to go get something. Anyway, back to the flask.
Yeah, man, I think you're right. This is his flask. The guy's gonna recognize it. It's the best. Is there anything else we could make that this dude would want?
On top of the flask, because the flask is like what he wants to have on him.
I know, man, but like, I want to make sure he's got enough.
Did you not see this masterwork, gorgeous ass dagger?
all right.
I
I'll
also would
say
have given them a cigar cutter probably or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
All his prized possessions.
cigar cutter.
So as the two of you are talking about that, we're gonna kind of flash over to Jack and Xeris' trajectory. Salinger, on the way out, did you follow them? Or are you
No.
staying at Rax's? Okay. Staying at Rax's?
Yeah, because I'm not entirely sure where or why. So, yeah, I just kind of.
Yeah.
I've also started to like, my interest has been piqued in like the stuff that is here. It being a pawn shop, there's a lot of like knickknacks and treasures and stuff that down there is very
Getting into the
intrigued by.
paint.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're going to stay back at the clinic. JJ, Xeris, the two of you kind of head down the street, curve a little bit in silence, kind of mentioning something to JJ, but he's very curt, unresponsive at best.
I thought he was JJ.
I wish I could kick you out, man.
To get pretty good at dragons. Thank you for teaching me.
I mean, people be commenting dad jokes. We got to keep it going.
Jack, you kind of take a look up and down the street, casing the place. Your passive perception is pretty good. You see just the regular passerby down here in this side of the town. If you want to make an active check before you walk in, you may.
Sure.
Okay.
I won't say no.
I would say with your mental state, the paranoia might be there.
Someone's here watching me. Oh, okay.
Oh.
That was confirmed. Solid. Perception, insight. What did you say?
Perception check.
That is. Freaking 24. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Cyril, you give me a stealth check with advantage, please. Okay. Don't see anyone on the street. Normal day.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just kind of like a cursory look, but I'm still kind of in a rush, and I like kind of swing open my door, and unlock it, or whatever. I don't think I keep it locked. But...
You had locked it on the way back in. Like you thought that you would have left it unlocked at this point, and you go to try the handle, and it's just stuck in place, and you're like, take the key out.
Yeah.
Pop it back open and enter the shop. It's dark. You guys walk in, Jack, your passive perception. Nothing has really changed within your shop.
Okay. I'm like digging through shelves, pulling out all sorts of stuff, and shoving them into little containers. And are you following suit?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, how can I help? I also look over to the chair in the corner of the room, make sure no one's gonna like turn on the light.
You don't see anyone in this building. In fact, Silra, outside of y'all's knowledge, you definitely recognize Jack walking in with one of the strange people that you saw earlier. And from across the way, you could tell that they didn't spot you.
Here, hold on to this, and I throw him that quarter bottle of Emmerclear that I had still for medical purposes. And yeah, I just gathered my medical supplies. So that's like 2 more worth of healer's kits.
You got 2 more healer kits?
Yeah.
Cool. And how many charges were on your last one still? Was it 4?
We used 4, so there was 6 left on that one.
Okay, got it. Cool. So, restocking up. And as you guys kind of gather the rest of your things, you guys hear the front door kind of crack open, smack against the wall, and borderline almost breaking. You thought you could swear you could hear splintering glass. But as you kind of both look over into the doorway, you see a leather-clad, hooded figure, bright-eyed, staring at the both of you, kind of a mask over their nose.
Do you need medical attention, or is this emergency, or...
Finally caught you.
Me?
You dirty, rotten thieves, you stole my chest, and I want it back.
Me? I didn't steal shit.
He didn't steal anything.
What chest?
I know you stole it. I've been following you for days.
Where was your chest?
You took it from my hiding spot.
I don't know why you keep pointing your fingers at me. I haven't taken anything from anywhere.
Does a waterfall sound familiar to you?
JJ had never been to a waterfall. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you must be looking for my associates. That was your stuff?
Yes, it's my stuff. I stole it myself.
Fair and square.
I feel like I have to make a deception check for being like, JJ didn't do anything. Well, actually, I guess
That's-
it'd be
that's the-
persuasion.
That's a persuasion check.
That's the truth, though.
I'm deceiving though.
He's
He was
guilty
not
by
there.
association.
Leaving out points is not deception.
Okay, it wasn't a comment.
It's omission. There's no ability check for omission.
I rolled
Okay.
and didn't say it.
So
What's your deception check?
Bye.
I'll take the perception now.
Persuasion.
I'm in persuasion.
Deception. Because you know what happened to this chest in
So
particular.
I'm deceiving in
Yes.
the sense of
Could be a different
I'm
unit.
with-
He didn't do it.
I've been questioning about on chests.
19.
19. Okay.
That's respectable.
Sora, will you please give me an insight check? You may do so at advantage because, as you had mentioned, you had seen them at that camp outside of the walls.
Okay. That is gonna be a 4. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so Silra, like, you kind of look over his ears as saying, like, he didn't do anything. And yeah, you look at him and you get confused. You look at Jack and you're just like, but I saw him outside the camp.
And I look over at Jack too. I'm like,
You miss that look because you're just very enraptured in your frustration. And then you remember it was that halfling.
There was another one that you were with. Tiny, drunk.
That could be a lot.
That could be anybody, but I think I know who you're talking about.
I think I remember the guy. We did run into him at the bar one time.
He must be the one that has my things.
He must be. Let us know. if you
JJ,
find him.
Is their face obscured right now?
yes. However, there's like a slight itch in the back of your mind. Passive insight of 18 is pretty good. This person seems familiar. This Silra, as it were.
I guess you didn't introduce your name, but
No.
Yep. Have I worked on you before? Have you been here before?
Yeah, I'm surprised that you recognize me. I'm quite a bigger bunny than the last time you saw me.
She kind of takes her hood down. You see 2 ears spring up from behind.
Oh shit! You did turn out all right.
Pulls down her
I
mask.
believe you're still alive, old man.
Not my time yet. I guess I'm waiting though. But
Well, it's good to see you, but
wait, were you following us?
Oh, yes,
Yeah, I mean
definitely.
you did just say that. But I'm putting.
I'm so glad that's on camera. You're not just like the windows start up.
And for those of you on the audio this track,
I've been tracking you for days.
Founder and Roscoe just had
Okay.
a moment of realization.
Man, okay. There's a lot to explain. Just let me gather my stuff, and then I'm sure you'll want to have a word with the others because there's so many implications to that. The situation of you having the stuff that was, I can't process this right now. All right,
Hold on just a minute. Now that you mention it. You know, I was talking to that gentleman, and he was... he told me that there were some tainted magical coins in there. Something to do with black dragon blood. Do you know anything about that?
You know, I get all kinds of random things, collecting. Like,
Who'd you steal it
sometimes I'll
from?
That is none of your business.
But it could be the little one's business.
Give me my stuff back, and maybe I'll be willing to tell you more.
I mean, we'll take you to them. We just need to know. If not even for you, anything against you.
Sorry. That's right.
Will you shut up?
Jack, you've been so crotchety the last couple of days. I love it.
Did you get?
PTSD, man.
Yeah.
Did you get all these from the same person, area, or are these from scattered around?
Oh no, it's from various scores.
Where'd you get the letter?
Were it? Okay.
Let's finish getting your things, and let's go and see the tiny man,
Why?
so I can get my things back.
Why do I care if you get your things back? I'm adapting your accent. Why do I care if you get your things back?
She kind of pulls out her little dagger.
You can see that there's a fine green sheen on the edge of the blade.
Oh.
That's a wonderful blade you have there. And why do I care if you get your things back?
Is this one stupid?
I'm not there.
Quite the...
No comment.
Well, Jack, do you have what you need?
I need help. Not that y'all can provide. All right. I start like
Professional help.
I start putting everything back to where it was, and then gather all my things.
I'll go bring him here. if you just give me one piece of information. Just tell me where you got the letter.
Are you being honest right now?
Yes.
Well, I stole it, of course. Right?
From whom and where?
Well, did you read the letter?
I did.
Well, then you know who I stole it from.
Why'd you steal it?
Well, that's kind of the funny thing about being a for hire criminal is you don't really know why, you just do it.
So, who hired you?
Well, I was quite a active member of a certain criminal network here in the city, but have since distanced myself from them.
So, who hired you?
Passive insight. You can tell that they're being very reserved on further information.
Insane shit.
Okay. Well, you don't mean him any harm, right?
Yeah, I'm just there to steal people's things, not to murder them.
I think maybe we can. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you understand the classic finders keepers rule, right? I mean, that's what you did.
I like this guy.
Roscoe,
man.
somewhere you sneeze.
I think I hired him as my lawyer earlier.
We're like working on something like, excuse.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm just thinking about the rule of thievery.
Real quick, before we do cut back, actually, go ahead and give me a roll for lining the inside of this flask.
Same.
Nature check, add your proficiency, add advantage. Roscoe is helping you. Zach's just kind of watching like, this is fun.
That's this.
He's what they use the hammer on.
Yeah, no, it's like, well, for this one, I'm going to use the, with a flourish, funnel.
In her element.
Yeah. And I get the crucible going over the fire, and it's like looking crispy.
This is like a circus show,
You
man.
drop in like I take we said 2 coins would be the reasonable amount
Two
before it
two
gets
coins,
like
yeah.
ridiculous. So it drops in and stirs around like okay. And you see me like take it with the funnel, pour it in every last drop.
Yeah, it kind of does the like.
Shake it.
Which by the way I didn't give you the number, but the number is a 24. So yeah, you see me pour it
Please
down,
continue.
down the funnel. I watch every last drop go in, shake the funnel out, and I go, okay, now watch this. And I go, without like keeping the centrifugal force to where it's never going towards the mouth, but like evenly coating the inside. And then I dip it in the water real fast, and then like.
Man, that was something
I
special.
bring out this little eye loop and a tiny mirror, and I look inside. I'm like,
Not
even
one.
coating.
Not one bubble.
Yeah, even coating, not bubbling.
Do you think if I drink out of it, I'm gonna get dragon liquor in me?
And Salvo looks at the DM.
Eyes light up.
Don't know until you try.
If you're wanting to make a check, what is that?
Well, what I would do is ritual cast identify on liquor that's been inside this after I pour it out into another flask.
So Salvo kind of mentions like, not quite sure. Let me check. And
I pull around my pony keg and.
pour some out.
Yeah, pour it into the flask. I shake it.
Oh wait,
around.
wait, hold on. Pour out all that fucking coffee.
It's been coated over.
It's been coated over.
Okay.
There's a there's a faint faded essence of espresso.
That
still.
might sell, honestly.
Definitely that coffee is gone after the platinum coating, but I poured in molten metal. But yeah.
I don't
so
fucking
I
know.
pour in your pony keg and I shake it around. Then I pour it into a clear glass flask, and then I 10 minutes ritual cast identify on it.
Okay. Casting identify on it. The liquor itself is not imbuing itself with this evocative magic. In fact, this essence of Black Dragon has not faded even by an ounce. Like, not even by a hair. The essence is still there.
It's exactly in the flask, not in the liquor.
Yes, the liquor is fine.
It is not alcohol soluble. I bet it's only magic soluble.
So you think the liquor's fine?
I
know.
know the liquor spot.
Not even by a hair. No.
Oh, ooh.
Speaking of...
That's got like a nice little tinge of, was that coffee or?
Oh well, you see the catalyst of the platinum actually slightly changed the flavor.
I'm gonna have to
profile.
apologize to JJ. That's kind of like tasty.
Wait, what was that?
And
That's you?
And then
during this process, Thalner had come by and over the forge very gently had heated some water.
Aw.
Mhm.
And then made a glass of tea, a cup of tea, and just watched. Just like,
Just sitting on a stool somewhere.
Yeah.
Rather impressive display.
It was. That's gonna stick with me. I'm gonna keep that memory for later.
Kind of passing back over to you guys. Silra and Xeris, you guys are kind of still having this engagement. One trying to pry for more information, one being very vague. Jack, at this rate, you're kind of standing by the front door watching this exchange.
I think we're both prying and both being big.
Are you guys done?
I'm ready to go.
You don't have any platinum now.
All right.
I
Me
do
as well.
indeed.
Oh, okay,
This
you have
one
all of
wants me
JJ's.
to
Yep.
tell him my life story, and I just met him.
You know, that's fairies.
This one wants me to turn in our friend.
You just admitted yourself to. Okay.
Who's our friend? That we
Now-
met at the
now
bar.
you're-
What's the point of the secrets? You're okay. Anyway,
Jack walks out the door.
I don't even know how you got tied up into all this. You were just like that big when I saw you last time, and you fell. Okay, whatever. I'm not here to judge.
You guys hear the tinkling bell of the door opening as he walks out. The two of you just kind of watching him and then look back at each other.
I'll follow him out.
You see Silra just gives you that glance, puts her hood back up and pulls her mask back up and walks out.
I walk out as well and like try to like catch up a little bit to JJ. Be like, can we trust her? The criminal network. Not happy with that little halfling. She sounded very aggressive.
I'm like speaking openly, not trying to like even keep it secret. It's like, listen, we all do things that we're not proud of. I mean, they don't seem like they're with them anymore, and none of my business. Like, I really don't care.
Okay.
About this time, the three of you do enter Rax's Emporium while Salvo is giving like the last finishing touches of explaining on how this flask is not diluted by the Black Dragon essence.
I feel like I should ask you if I
Sure.
recognize this new person that entered.
The second that she walks in the door, clicks. That is the person.
Oh shit!
Oh, you must be the tiny man.
You're that tree hopper.
You are the one that has my stuff.
You guys know each other?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your stuff was that? I didn't see your name on it.
Sarah, you look down. He's wearing those boots.
Oh, you mean those? I got those out of the shelter down the street. You know, for
Give me a deception
poor
check.
people.
I love how confident Roscoe is with deception, but how not great his numbers are.
It's okay. That's fine.
14.
14. Give me insight with advantage, Sora.
Okay.
Been a while since she's seen the boots.
13.
Oh, yeah.
There's some scuff marks on him, a little bit of stains on the top of him. He might be telling the truth, but you don't think so.
I don't think I trust you, tiny man.
Well, then
No,
you're
I
pretty
agree.
smart.
Who's this person?
Oh man, I saw she was following us through the woods.
Oh.
She. Can I tell?
Not a friend, not an enemy.
This bunny was hopping through the trees like a little squirrel, man.
Huh.
Is that racist?
That's speciesist, maybe.
In this world, maybe.
Roscoe would still say it.
They seem
No
humanoid
offense to
me.
any bunnies out there. I apologize.
Is this the one you said you saw snooping through the camp after we left?
Yeah, it was all fucking following us, and I yelled out, man. I was trying to be your friend, and you all snuffed me.
I've been tracking you because you guys broke into my stash spot and stole my chest.
Was that your chest?
Yes.
That was the worst lock I've ever seen. You just like wrapped some vines around it.
Well, typically I don't.
I'm surprised you even owned up to that being yours. That was embarrassing.
What are you guys up to that you're finding your way into my secret spots?
I mean, I always check behind waterfalls. I mean, like, that's the #1 place to hide
that's
stuff.
just where you go by default.
We went
Yeah.
through the mountain
Waterfall.
and then came out the waterfall.
There was no door.
Through the mountain is a very gentle way to put it.
It didn't hurt
Did you
me.
know that waterfall comes from the sewer system of Drakehaven?
Yes.
We did find all 3 coins there.
Have you been a thief for a while?
Yeah, for quite some time.
So
I'm quite
you
familiar with
understand the laws of finders keepers.
it. I will kill you, tiny man.
Wait, killing is not what friends do.
Again, not a friend, not an enemy.
Oh.
No spy breaking.
What's with the
Debatable
talking
on the
rock?
second part at this point.
Hi, I'm ST4K.
Oh, hello.
He's our friend,
That-
and he's known to break a spine of an enemy.
If one were to make themselves one.
Friends don't
Yeah.
hit friends.
So are you a friend or
That depends. You gonna take those boots off?
I'm pretty sure they're 4-footed to my foot.
How magic items work.
Your feet do look a little too big for those.
One might say, I'm off my cold dead feet.
Yeah, like I've never worn shoes before, but these are comfy as hell.
Can you tell me what you were looking for when you wandered upon my stash?
I mean,
Stashes.
loot.
Oh, way back into the city.
I was hoping there wasn't like a big amalgamation of, shit back there because you hid it behind a sewer.
Yes, that's typically places people don't go.
If it makes you feel any better, it kind of backfired on us. Those coins got us attacked.
Yeah, stolen goods sometimes.
No.
Specifically, were you aware that those platinum coins were tainted with black dragon essence with an evocation magic, which attract a black wormling that spat acid at us, causing minor burns?
Well, now I am.
Major.
Do you do you want
Silra.
some black dragon coins back?
Silra, give me a deception check. Regular roll.
Yeah.
Oh. A dirty 20.
Actively insider.
Yeah, you guys are the ones talking to her.
I believe you.
I got a 19.
What did you get, Salva?
9.
9. You definitely believe that it makes sense. Yeah, like you steal things, you get attacked. Roscoe, you're kind of, it's the same like one-eyed look that the two of you been giving each other for a second. Like a liar when you see one, but what she had just said makes so much perfect sense that if it was true, checks out, but it's also a really good lie.
I mean, it's a compliment to you, honestly, that I do not trust a word out of your mouth. So good on you for that.
Well, tell me a little bit
No.
about. Oh, okay.
No.
I
Listen,
mean,
the content of the test and whoever keeps what doesn't freaking matter.
I'm pretty
hold
sure-
on.
Well,
We had
you-
an agreement.
But friends don't steal from each other.
Exactly, man.
Not a friend, not an enemy.
Stack, do you know this person?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, we had an agreement. You said you were going to give some more information.
The letter.
well,
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I, to be honest, I can't really tell you much about the letter. My former boss told me to break in and steal it off his desk, but I'm not entirely sure what the significance of it is.
I'm more interested.
To be clear, is your boss the person whose desk that belongs to?
No. not
So
at
your
all.
boss hired you to steal it off of the letter's owner's desk.
That's correct.
Who is your boss?
Well, we've been told his name, but no one's ever actually seen his face. So, could be actually his name, could not be.
What is said?
Or
It's Orzov.
Yes, they say
Just wanted to hear it.
Belmy Orzov is his name, but I've never met him.
How do you get your orders?
Well, it's funny actually. They sent them to me by little magical paper birds. They come in little papers, and I open them up, and
Paper
then I
crates.
steal things.
Do you recognize this? And then I put on the swirly mask.
Are you okay?
You do recognize
Oh, I
that.
do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where did you come upon that?
Dead bastard.
Not necessarily a bastard.
And was he dead? Didn't we kidnap him alive?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's dead now.
He's probably
Hey,
dead now.
you could be just rolling with the story right now.
A
That's what I'm
po-
thinking.
A possibly living person.
I think this is a half intimidation.
I beat the shit out of him.
You guys seem quite involved in the intricacies of this city. What?
Says you.
What?
Who's quite involved in the intricacies of the city.
Well, yes, but I, had a lot more connections around here. But what are you guys up to here? What is your goal? Why are you so interested in this letter?
Before, I'm more than willing to answer that. Why'd you quit?
They started to get involved in some things that I just couldn't agree with.
Do I
Even
believe that?
thieves have morals.
Okay.
Passive insight. She seems to be telling the truth.
All right.
All right. Well, I respect that.
what do you know about Warehouse 11?
Warehouse 11, huh? Where are you all up to in Warehouse 11?
Bunch of questions today. Questions answered with questions.
That's good. It's gone both ways.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know a few things. Are you trying to go there?
I'm just curious what you know about.
Yes.
Serious, you said that.
Did say that.
What do you know about Warehouse 11?
Well, I'm quite familiar with it. That's a place where I'd often go and drop off some of my scores in exchange for payment. It's a kind of a little bit of a thief hidey hole there. What business do you lot have there?
Well, we were looking for certain information. Oh,
I mean, he's
Isn't that a
right.
Tiny Rock Man, tell me what you.
Go on, Stack. You're not wrong, man.
well, they're not a friend, but they're not an enemy, so we can talk to them, right?
About certain things, not private things.
Not all things. Serious, we were asking about the warehouse because we have interest there, right?
Yes.
Do you know about security structure and guards and watchmen and shit like that?
I'm quite familiar with the layout. Perhaps we could work up a little deal.
So you're opposed to the chromatic spiral now, right?
Well, you guys know a lot more than I gathered.
We know a lot.
Yeah, clearly.
So you backing off on the trying to kill me for my shoes, or is that like still a thing?
We'll come back to that later.
They're your shoes. You can keep them.
So how does, okay, I know that I'm interrupting something important, but I need to understand this. You found an object in that chest. I was there.
Yeah.
And we found multiple objects in that
Oh
chest.
yeah.
But this person says that they belong to her.
Well, they don't really, because she stole them from someone too. So it's kind of like two thieves saying that something's theirs when really it's neither of them.
So it's okay that she stole from them because they weren't friends. And then it's okay that you stole from her because she's not a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Man,
go with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that's
going with
solid
it. Yeah,
logic.
good job.
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Friends don't steal from friends.
We've
Sirius
been-
is trying to align like his, trying to figure out what his moral boundaries are at this point. He's like, huh. I think about
I'm
it.
so glad I don't have to worry
Kind of
about
messed up.
I'm so glad I don't have to worry about moral boundaries.
Long story short, we've been tasked to get to the bottom of this whole ordeal. Whether we mess them up and get rid of it or not, we That's what our goal is.
Well, I have separated myself from the syndicate, but there are some things that I would like to get from Warehouse 11. Perhaps we could do a little, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Can show you how to get inside. You can kind of help me take care of some of the security. Everybody wins.
All right.
Did you want the stuff back? Or is the stuff in there more than enough?
I mean,
Because I can't convince them. So that's out of my wheelhouse.
I mean, we'll see. We'll fun. We'll get it back one way or another.
So, Stack, this is what we call the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
What?
So, like, we don't like Orzhov, right?
Okay.
She doesn't like Orzhov.
Okay.
So that means we're kind of friends now.
And you don't steal from each other.
Not anymore, but like that starts now.
The prior stolen goods.
That was before we were friends. That doesn't count.
This part's a little bit muddy, Stack. I'm trying to figure it out too.
Acquaintance, not necessarily friend yet.
Oh,
Is different.
serious? I'm very confused.
Do not engage friend protocol with new party member.
Okay.
Y'all are done talking to the rock. We can be on our way.
We are never done. Yeah.
Dora, you can have inspiration.
Its designation ST4K,
His name is Stack,
or as Leet Speak would say, Stack.
and I will never be done talking to him.
Yeah. All right. Great. Wonderful.
You never say that to your father. Always something.
This letter that we had stumbled upon and kept from your chest. When were you asked to steal it?
This was roughly 4 days ago.
It's roughly maybe about 4 days ago.
4 days. That is helpful. And the place that you stole it from, was anyone there? Did you see anyone?
I didn't. I actually just kind of jumped right into the window on the second floor of the home and snatched it off the desk and left before anyone ever saw me.
Is there anywhere where you don't jump? That was a rabbit joke.
Uh-huh.
What's a rabbit?
That's great.
Okay, so I say we go on ahead and head to Warehouse 11. But I'm curious, what is it that you're so keen after in there?
Well, there's a lot of goods in there, a lot of money and other expensive items that people have come and dropped off there. And well, to be honest, I need a nice little stash so I can make my way out of town.
There's no way this is going to be clean.
Nobody said it was going to be clean.
I'm inclined to offer an equal share should you participate equally.
That's where I was going.
Well, I am participating equally because you have no idea how to get in there without me.
Speaking of that, can you like draw up like a map, maybe guard posts or like a way in? Like, do you know a loose window or a back door or a secret tunnel or some shit?
We can find our way in there. Yeah.
Lead the way.
Do you actually know what's going on in there, or do you just drop stuff off?
Well, typically we just drop stuff off, but I mean, it's a lot of, it's heavily secured, but
Okay.
a lot of thieves in and out.
You also see JJ passive inside of 18. You also see that they're avoiding that topic.
I don't put any further. Well, shall we?
Fowler, during this conversation, had slowly put his hands into his pockets, and as everybody's kind of like, acting like they're getting ready to leave. He walks up towards what was her name?
Silra.
I don't believe that anyone's been introduced
Oh,
in roleplay.
that's right. Yeah. I don't know that we've asked her in roleplay. So walks up and says, "Whoever you are, we have a very important goal in here, and considering you have openly admitted previously working for this group," and shifts into the image of a Justice of the Peace Guard, Aaron.
Very russet brown bearded dwarf man.
Yeah, scuffs on his armor and stuff. You will not come out on top on this if you turn on us. We all come out together, or you come out in handcuffs. I just want to make that clear.
Is that a threat?
Aye.
Don't you have a... Okay. Do you have a...
Why is Salvo
You'd be
pointing at her
lucky
head
if you
like
come
that?
out in handcuffs if you betray us. That's for sure.
You guys are quite funny. All right. Well,
That's the little hoppy boy. With
if
big
we're
hoppy
done
ears.
with the threats, then we can be on our way.
It is a threat out of defense.
Mine's just a threat.
Okay, well, there's that.
Roscoe, we don't threaten acquaintances that are nearly equal to friends.
Silva, it's not a...
How are you getting so good at being the
statement of
teacher?
How it will go down.
You're right.
I'm learning.
I thought
right
I
with
was
that.
paranoid. Y'all are crazy.
How are you doing,
Image
JJ?
shifts back to Thalner. Yeah, it's
Alright.
Better now that
Better
you focus
now.
on all our craziness.
Holy. I thought
and
I
as
needed
Thalner,
help.
he outstretches his hand to you. I'm Thalner.
Silra, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hopefully, this all goes as smooth as we think it will, which is not smooth at all, but, you know, hopefully we find what we're looking for.
I mean, all the threats aside, you were really good sneaking through that forest. So, you know, maybe you got some skills that we can use.
Yeah, I
Yes,
barely
I'm
caught him the
quite
first time.
confident I can get us in safely.
So what's the plan?
I go up to you, clinky with my medium armor. I'm like, nice to meet you. I am not stealthy.
Oh, yeah, quite musical there, aren't you?
Tactical.
Actually, this one's the musical one. You just met.
Okay, well, we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to be real quiet, and we're going to find our way inside, and then everyone's just going to listen to me after that.
Tiptoeing.
Yo, you're like the fancy wizard man. Can you put quietness on the Clinky boy?
I would like to
Girl.
be quiet.
Oh my gosh. That's a good point. What about Stack?
I'm in scale mail, so it's just, you know, clinkety clinkities, a little wind chime.
Are you bringing the
That
rock?
I feel the safest place for him is honestly with
With
us.
racks. The stack of racks.
If someone saw us come in here and they come in full bore, the safest place for him is with us.
He does have...
I mean, yeah,
It
we're going.
does have.
We're going into it, but
Keep him close. I mean,
but if someone knew we were here and we leave him here, he's
That's a great point.
he's by himself
But
with the
we
only
are
thing.
we are under the impression that these people know what he is and who made him and why he's important.
So do the other people that are searching for him door to door.
are we
They're
keeping
not
him with
door
us or
to
not?
door.
I think who's in favor of keeping him?
I don't know anymore.
You gotta vote one way or the other. I mean,
I don't...
I'd rather have him with us and be able to defend him.
Could we leave him with Paula?
God.
I mean, she has to go to council stuff. Oh, Paula.
Hard kind of have.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we do that, drop him off by the...
Yeah, let's just not get tracked to the one place they're looking for us.
I can stay here and shut down.
He's pretty good at listening. I mean, designation for now is completely asleep. Pretend to be asleep until
The
you
o-
hear
Ra-
this code word.
Rax?
I don't know, man.
Rax, do you have a,
You see him kind of poke his head out the side of the wall. Wasn't listening.
I'm sure you
Not
were.
even a little bit.
Okay.
What's that?
Do you have a safe room or secret spot or a
For what?
Cellar.
Oh, for
roughly a stack-sized hidey hole?
kind of looks at him. Stack just waves. Looks back. I mean, best place to hide something is out in the open. Just put them in the sauna room. Bunch of hot rocks in there.
Doesn't the rock know how to play rock?
Oh yeah.
Can you just get on the hot rocks and like look like rocks?
And take a nap.
And,
We can try.
Yeah. Can we see if that looks good?
Yeah, you guys move over into the sauna. It's really nice, pretty tropical. A lot of hanging plants in there. You kind of walk in. There is like a circular kind of smelted heating place where moisture is kind of wicking into the air. Stack just kind of hops in and just like sits down and like looks at you guys and then like looks at himself and like kind of tucks his arms to his side and then powers down.
Robots.
He looks like an odd shaped rock, but not too dissimilar than the ones that are in here.
I mean, that's pretty impressive, but the only way that they're gonna get him if he's with us is if I fucking die.
Or, you know, by force if you're out of range.
Seeing this, I'm inclined to vote leave him here.
I vote we leave him here.
If I could give my recommendation, there is a lot of criminals in there, and your shiny, glowing rockman may be a little bit enticing.
He breaks spines like real good though.
He also falls on his face real good.
Yeah, he and I hate to say this, a little bit more comfortable saying it now that he's powered down.
Plug
He's
your
gonna
force.
slow us down. I love having him around unless we need
let's vote on
to
it.
get stuff
All right.
done.
Voting time.
Those in favor of Stack staying here with Rax.
We'll do the thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up for he stays, thumbs down for
That
he
works.
goes. 1, 2, 3.
Silver will
Oh, wait.
vote, even though she
I
really
don't
has
know
no
which one's
business.
which. I
Down
vote-
Okay.
if he comes with us.
Oh, okay. Then I see. That's what this.
3-2, the stays have it.
4-2 if he counts.
We don't.
I do not. The alleged changed criminal, this is out of game, the alleged changed criminal come in and talk to us. Like, oh, it's totally fine. Bring it.
Just leave
Yeah.
her.
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Actually, she said, do worry about it. So should we not?
Bring your pet rock, leave your pet rock, doesn't matter to me.
You see her walk out.
Do I trust that this isn't a setup by Silra?
Any one of you can give me an insight check.
Well, I mean,
Any and all that wish
okay,
to do so. Any
That-
and all
it
that
probably should
wish
be
to
the
do
only
that.
one. 13.
7 for Roscoe, 13 for Xeris,
18.
18 for
Yeah,
Salvo.
we'll take that one.
Nobody else? Okay. The two of you, you're just uncertain, especially Roscoe. Like, you don't know what to trust, especially as far as like Stack goes and this whole situation. You know, shady people, but Salvo, you can see that her interest is not you guys. It has not been you
wants the
guys in
money.
any
The money.
capacity. Her interest actually peaked when you mentioned Warehouse 11.
What's the money, bunny?
I don't even know you people. I'm just, we have a mutual interest here, so figure we act on it.
All right. Well,
I'm inclined to agree. Let's.
She's got 2 lucky feet, so let's go with it.
4.
Those are hands. She's like a humanoid, right? gotta be
Yeah,
hands.
so imagine like when she had her hood down and her ears were standing up, she was less than 5 feet tall. Roughly 4, almost 4.5 feet, hair and gone. It is like shaped bipedal like a humanoid, but is a rabbit in nature.
Ooh,
still
backwards
has
knees?
backwards knees, still has opposable thumbs.
Bag of carrots.
No, you did not see a bag of carrots on her person.
I work for bribery.
I hate
If you
you.
have one,
All right,
minor illusions.
you guys moving on? Is there anything that you're doing before you move on?
No, I think I'm good.
Nope.
Yeah, your super
I
sexy
have-
dagger,
I have my
well-tinted flask.
Dagger flask.
Got my shield.
Did anyone
Okay.
get a health potion here?
Does he have those?
Did
I was curious if someone got a health potion or something. I don't know if I'm confused.
It's a great fucking idea.
He got some health stuff back at his house.
You got med packs.
Okay.
Are you looking for health potions?
I am looking for a health potion.
Okay. As you guys are kind of all filing out, you kind of stop at the front desk where Rax has just been hanging out after showing you guys the sauna. He's like, hey, well, considering you guys are so concerned about the little guy, I'm probably going to close up shop after y'all leave. But what you need, buddy?
Just curious if you, by chance, had a health potion in stock.
Let me check. Highs, lows, or middles, my friend? Highs? Sorry. Fresh out. I just sold the last one yesterday.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah. You guys take care. Come back soon, all right?
Yes, of course.
Fingers crossed.
In a pinch, I have a bonk feeling.
You guys all walk outside. The rain has picked up a little bit more. It was drizzling JJ and Xeris and Silra on your way back to Rax's Emporium, but now it's picked up a little bit more. You kind of pull in your cloaks a little bit tighter. Silra, you're kind of heading the way, going fast enough to be ahead of them as to maybe not be associated by them, but slow enough to where they can see you turning corners and follow in tow.
We're taking the real sketchy route through the back alleys.
Yep. The most familiar person with this actually right now is Talner. You are very recognizable of this direction that Silra seems to be going. She's very well versed with the ways in and out of city that are quite faster. Pieces of fences that are loose that she just pops open and then slides through. Alleyways that normally would be stood by people kind of selling meats and dried fruits on the side in carts. But as you guys slowly make your way to the warehouse, I'm going to pull out a map. Pulling out a map.
A treasure map?
Maybe. You guys go ahead and converse amongst yourselves in character if you wish.
We do not.
And
We'll stay dead
Alright.
silent until the map.
Are any of us sure that this rabbit's leading us even towards the warehouse district?
This is the
For all I know,
general.
we could be hopping into danger.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for all we know, in combat we can be victims of a hop and sting.
Okay. Yeah.
He said,
Oh shit!
Let's
Hold on, viewers.
Let's go over Gabby's head.
Lane protocol.
Lane protocol, and then on those of you on the other side of the table, we all help
Yeah,
us gently.
Yeah.
There we go. Slowly. Kapow.
Oh my god.
Wowza.
a perfect
Now this might not actually show up in camera currently, but there is a map on.
It is on
It's a badass
2 of the 3
warehouse.
cameras already.
All right.
Man. You really captured the plain gray industrial rectangle in his warehouse.
It's like I've worked in one or something.
Oh, no.
I like it, man. It's got texture.
Yeah. Okay, so
Spray paint.
you guys basically just consider me due north. You guys are off over where Gaby/Silra is kind of in the southeastern corner, hiding behind a few buildings. You guys all see this warehouse. In fact, easily enough with the passive perception, it's kind of drizzly, kind of blurred out, but there seems to be a gentleman kind of got a leg cocked back nearby to the doorway in between a couple of freight crates, just smoking away at a pipe underneath the awning.
So what's the plan, Zora?
Well, we need to get past the big god if we're gonna get inside. Usually, they don't really put anyone that's that much to worry about at the front door. We should be able to take him out, no problem.
Is there not like a back door or like a roof hole we can slip in?
Is there any
Um,
visible
So, to your knowledge, there are 2 doors, one leading into the main hallway that's basically just used as a transit point between certain goods. There is a doorway towards the back of the warehouse that is used more for the office space and the worker space. There are 2 winch-controlled sliding garage-style doors that larger freights would get imported into along the west wall. And then as far as rooftop access, you do know that there are 2 hatches. One of them is essentially directly above the main freight area, and then one of them is over and nearby to the office in the back of the warehouse.
Okay. Perhaps there's a one of those ladder scaffolding type things that I can.
You would also remember there isn't a ladder that leads directly up there. Most of the time, anybody that did need to get onto the roof for service, they would bring their own ladder and hop up there. You do remember that essentially, like all along underneath the roof of this building, there's a lot of scaffolding as well.
Okay. Something I could tie the rope to. Okay.
Well,
That is the
There's some
incorrect
other
song.
ways to get inside. Are you guys good at climbing?
yeah. I'm also totally adept at taking out this one lonely guard if that would give us easier and sneakier access up to the roof.
Real quick, Silra, it's not like the organization to have standing guards because that looks suspicious.
I think we should maybe try to find an alternate way inside. It's not typical for there to be someone outside the front door, so I'm not sure what's going on inside. Let's try to find a different way in.
Is it a plainly dressed person?
Looking over, it's kind of hard to tell. Give me a perception check.
Full cult garb.
DC's a little bit higher just because of the obfuscated rain.
It's 15.
15? Seems of common garb, a rain cloak just kind of wrapped over tightly over their head. They kind of lift their head up to take a puff on their pipe. You can tell that this person, at least from where you can see, has a very small, close to the face, like set of nostrils.
Sure. I mean, what do you suppose?
Are these like crates or
Those are essentially shipping containers.
shipping containers? Okay.
Slightly rusted.
All right. I'm gonna walk around to the side of the building and jump up on or climb up on top of one of these shipping containers, and I'm gonna use my let's see, my rabbit hop.
Okay.
Adorable.
So essentially using your rabbit hop, go ahead and give me a stealth check on your way over there.
Okay.
I see her going over there, and I'm watching the guy that we see in the front. If he makes any sort of like thinks he sees something, then I'm gonna pull out a reaction and try and distract him with my.
Tomfoolery.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
What is your stealth check?
18.
18. You kind of take a couple houses over. You see her moving away from the warehouse at first, and then confused, you look over, see her dashing across the street and come back around. And then you see her poke her head out from an alleyway, dash over to one of the shipping containers. With nary a slip, jumps well over the top of the shipping container and essentially dashes up the side of this building and is now standing on top of it, kind of crouched. You do actually see, if you want to put your mini up there, that'd be good. You do actually see the guy that was standing up front. He was putting out his pipe, kind of stamping it out with his hand, and then you see him like kind of cock his head. He begins walking around the corner with the other shipping
All right.
container.
So Should we do the?
Change the camera.
Oh yeah, we're changing the camera. That's a
got you.
good idea.
I got you.
You got it? Nice. It's the warehouse map.
I got it.
How'd you
All
do
right,
that?
so I see him.
It's too far.
Can we
Too far.
slide? Can we slide
Yeah.
the warehouse forward a bit?
Sure.
Well, I mean, we're on this side of it right now. There's another. I have another option, but
Yeah.
Just a bit. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, so I see him start to go down the corner, and I'm gonna, in the rain, stumble up behind him, pretend to be drunk as hell.
Walks over. He's looking over past the shipping
Oh,
container and then hears you.
I'm trying to light my pipe, but it's so fucking wet and it's so fucking raining.
Hey, mate. You need a light.
Oh, mate, yeah. Oh, can you? I don't even know if this isn't working. Can you help me
You
out?
gotta get out of the rain as you light
you-
something up, and you see it as his hand outstretches, like it's kind of scaly and leathery, and you look up. This person seems extremely familiar to you. And then he looks at you, and his eyes go wide. This is Cathis. You?
The one. The Yuan-Ti pureblood, right?
yeah,
No,
the one
that
that
we
we
caught in the
abducted,
alley.
and then we were like, meet us at the garden, and they did.
Wait, okay, I saw when you first said short nose. I was like, "Is that snake guy?"
It's a cat pit.
You were dead on. It is indeed
I
that
look at him like-
snake guy.
You fucker!
What? I don't have time for this. And he starts to run away, heading towards the front door.
I jump for his legs.
Okay, go ahead. Give me an athletics check as you were trying to grapple this guy.
14.
14. Okay, he's going to contest with his acrobatics. You jump and tackle, and you grab purchase onto his legs and just slips them out in between your arms, stumbles
cast
a little bit. You cast sleep?
I cast sleep.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. And before you get to the totals, you can just leave that there.
I can roll again.
We are going to go on break because I'm not certain how long this next sequence will take.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
we're going to go on break. Okay,
Come on,
guys.
it's gonna-
Okay, guys. We're going to be back here in about 15 minutes. I know nobody can't see me, but you can hear me. We're going to go on about a 15-minute break, and when we come back, we will take those initiative rolls and be starting up on some
Don't go
combat.
anywhere. It's gonna be rad.
It might not even be combat. Xeris is casting sleep, so
Well, something's gonna
In and
happen.
out real quick.
real quick, 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Guys, it's just where there's nothing in there. It's just a big open space.
Yeah.
Roscoe's not gonna
Did-
screw this up at
This
all.
is it.
It's like a warehouse. It's a warehouse.
Oh,
Somewhere
Warehouse.
Stack
wait, shit,
sneezes.
is it a full moon?
At you.
You're gonna transform?
Break time.
You don't know. All right. We'll see you guys here in about 15 minutes. Welcome back to Scales of Fate.
That's where we are.
Yes, that's where you guys are doing some crazy shenanigans outside of a warehouse. So, time check is now, my
Yeah,
friend.
we on.
Hey, for those of you watching,
Welcome.
Oh,
Roscoe.
we're playing a game still?
Roscoe is getting ready to charge up on this certain Cathis. Xeris, I believe you were casting a sleep spell.
I was doing that. Yeah.
Okay. So how sleep works is it will hit an area of
I feel like
effect.
I'm being used.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it's
That was
safe to
nice,
assume that you're going to kind of keep it out of the scope of Roscoe.
Yes, my
Okay.
range is 90 feet and it's a 20-foot sphere, so I will keep Roscoe out
Yeah,
of said
yeah, you
sphere,
definitely-
since he failed his.
Yeah. You have a +5 intelligence. You can angle that perfectly. So if you don't mind, will you please go ahead and roll the sleep effect? How many dice do you roll for
That
that?
is 5d8.
Okay. Woo.
That's a lot of.
Okay.
That's not a bad roll. Okay.
It's actually average almost. A little bit above. Okay, so 24?
He had 22 health.
Whew.
That is a little bit of meta knowledge, but you guys do see as Roscoe dives for this person's legs, they hop out in between Roscoe's arms, almost stumbling into the muck, stand up a little bit, and then fall face first, mud splattering into the air.
I got him.
So doing my Xeris thing, I'm gonna quickly say, we only have a minute. We all need to get to the roof as soon as possible before he wakes up. Or, actually, we should tie him up.
Yeah. I go and I check one of these shipping containers to see if it is openable.
I bet it's bogus.
And we're on this side.
Okay. Yeah.
But she
so
has 2 of those, though.
you go and check. The nearest shipping container that you actually do check is open. You just see menial boxes, crates, barrels, and
I open it. I'm like, fucking tie him up and throw him in.
I'd argue tie him up, throw him in a crate, and close the nails.
Yeah.
What are you
And
doing?
gag him.
What are you doing? Who's doing what?
I'll open the crate and close the crate.
Okay.
I open it and start.
assist in tying it.
And I will
Yeah.
help so.
Okay, I'm opening. He's gagging. They're tying.
Okay, got it. Go ahead. Doors open. Salvo, you go ahead and take out your crowbar, crack into one of the crates. The 2 of you guys are tying up. Who's doing the actual tying? Whoever will be getting the help action. Go ahead and JJ. Hit it. Let's see it.
Survival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At advantage.
Oh, not 20. Confirm it.
No way. That's a nat 40?
Oh my gosh.
You guys, almost on a hair trigger, all respond in synchronicity to this moment. Sawyer, you're rather impressed. You've actually walked over to the ledge to kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
see what
watching
they're
over
up
the
to. And you see Roscoe dash over, wave, like not even say what Roscoe or Clint had said in character, waves. Salvo, you're just trucking it through the mud in these heels, no slide happening. Go and crack open one of the crates on the inside and just like kind of wave some more.
They're tactical heels.
During this time, Xeris just kind of like is helping Jack roll over the unconscious Cathis as Jack is just basically hog tying this guy. Thauner, you've been keeping a lookout, just essentially just watching the streets. Nobody's around, and quickly dive, put Cathis in this box, and as you hear the final bonk of Salvo's hammer, you hear, what?
He's gagged as well.
I didn't close the actual shipping container.
You know what? Well, you put the crate back down. I add a few nails
And
to
you
it.
continue
So really,
as
like,
he's
we're
mumbling.
talking-
You just add some nails
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
it is.
You do hear a faint rustling, but there's not a lot going on. It's kind of like he's just aimlessly battering his body against the sides of this crate.
And I want to say, Cathis, if you stay here and don't make any noise, one of those you don't have an option for, but if you do that, we'll let you live. Otherwise, we'll kill you.
You hear a little bit of silence, and then just like a.
We can kill you now.
And I'm gonna
Last chance.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear, any noise at all, and you're a dead man.
Give me intimidation check with advantage.
I'm going to. Well, I guess she already has it. I was going to say, as a help, I was like, it's flammable, right?
I was about to
You
say.
guys are all kind of adding into this. It's a very interesting scene for you, Celery, as you look down. Like, essentially, the 4 of them have now disappeared into, or the 5 of them have now disappeared into the shipping container. You hear them talking basically like low-key threatening.
Yeah.
I could use a snakeskin bag.
All right, what's your intimidation check? Oh.
With my first dice roll of the episode, I am going to be using my custom dice set for Thalner himself from Sunspell Dice. I hope that kind of gets in the shot. Amazingly handcrafted specifically for my character, and I will now be using that d20 to roll.
This is a
this
big
check.
business spoiler. Let's see it.
And with advantage?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Solid. You said intimidation?
Yep.
That will be a 18.
Okay. You kind of hear like one little thud, like a lighter one. And you don't hear anything else.
It's just him going.
Adjusted himself to more comfortable.
Hog tight, so it's more of a.
Yeah, it's not having a good time in there, that's for sure.
Probably made that thud and was just like,
Okay.
Let's go.
So as you guys kind of exit,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, he didn't hear that, right?
That was a Spencer joke.
Oh. as I look for the right sound for this, you guys kind of exit the shipping container, shutting it, latching it, and you guys looking around, you're like, yeah, we did it. And you look up and you kind of see Silra the Heron Gun just kind of leaning over, looking at you guys.
She kind of forgot you guys were not sneaky people, and she's just like, oh, wow, okay. And she's like, come on this way. And she'll tie some rope to the scaffolding, drop it down to you guys.
Okay. Kind of over on the
On this
eastern
side.
edge. Okay. You guys see that, kind of duck around the corner, rope drops, plunks into the water below. Everybody that's climbing this rope, give me, sorry, that was a burp. Athletics at advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
0. Oh.
I don't even roll twice.
Oh.
Unless I pull a JJ.
Athletic.
Wait, what?
Do it.
You got 2 nat 20s.
Hold on.
We blew our entire roll load right here.
Freeze frame. Salvo's the first one up. And when Salvo gets up there, you see that there was a mechanical module kind of attached to her shoulder that you hadn't seen when you had first met her. And it skitters down her arm, rests on the edge of the rail, and the first person to grab the rope, you see that this mechanical device basically shifts itself into a gear and starts cranking the rope up and pulls the first. Someone goes ahead, grabs onto the rope. The second person, confused, grabs the other side of the rope, pulls 2 people up, and as soon as you guys get up to the other side, it essentially like shoots it back over the edge, and the rest of you are all pulled up on this rooftop.
Oh, that's Winchy.
What? I don't.
Is that a thing I can have?
We got to talk about.
That was the double nat 20 flavor. We'll talk about it off screen.
It's one-time use, but
Yeah.
it seemed like the right time.
Wow.
And
So
then-
that was
It was incredible.
like back to back with advantage, 2 nat 20s.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's some
20
spicy
slice.
things happening
Oh
at
my
this
God.
table.
Probably.
And now it's 1 for the rest of the evening.
So,
All me. All me.
Oh, please, all you.
Everyone
As-
roll a dice at home. Put in the comments what you get.
hey, no,
You get
actually,
a
I do.
confirmed Nat 20.
Wait. I want to do one right now, too. Hold
no.
on.
You're a bad guy.
Come
Really
on.
for?
Oh, that's
That's
half.
That's a 10.
That's half of a 20.
That's a
You
10.
roll it twice.
Yeah, tell us in the comments.
That's your DC.
What did you roll?
You have to beat 10.
So, as the rest of you are now standing on the edge of this warehouse top, you see a lot of different mechanical devices strewn about it, but Sarah, you intuitively are. First of all, let me ask you this: you have a pretty good layout of the warehouse. Are you going for the drop-in point from the ceiling that is over the stored goods area, or kind of back over into the office area? There's essentially one towards the northwest and one towards the southwest.
Based on her knowledge, she thinks it'd be better to drop into the storeroom.
Okay,
because
so that would be
less
roughly,
likely to be occupied.
yeah. So you guys all head over towards that direction, and with inside of this warehouse,
Just whenever you're ready, Clint, just punch through that.
there's a very dirty bubble-looking skylight type sealant up the top, maybe made out of a very thick glass, and there's a little latch and a hatch that you see very quietly and meticulously. Soro just unlatches and cracks open. Looking down into it, you can see essentially the overcast light of the daytime during this rain is very dim, and you can see that there is essentially like some rafters right below you. Who has dark vision, who does not?
I don't.
Uh,
I can breathe underwater.
So
Awesome.
like the
That's
same
nothing.
thing.
Why would you even bring that up?
hold on a
Raining?
second. Wait, guys, I orchestrated this whole campaign with y'all, and I just now realized that the majority of the team does not have dark vision. You know how much of a treat that is as a dungeon master?
I bet it's great.
Oh my god.
That was yesterday.
But Fauner has dark vision, and Xeris has dark vision.
You and I have. magical tinkering. I give everyone a glow pebble. That doesn't have dark vision.
And it just goes.
We're being sneaky. I don't want no glow pebble.
Well, I mean, if you
So
can put your hand around it. Just think of it as like a glow stick, but it's made of a pebble. You can put it in your pocket. Would you like one, Sora? How's your dark vision?
I don't have dark vision.
Would you like a glow pebble?
I'll take the glow pebble.
Sarah, you do have dark
Say,
vision.
don't you live like in a hole? or is that speciesist? Is that
Definitely species.
A little bit.
is it correct though?
Are you guys being quiet as you discuss this?
Yes.
Thalner, Silra, and Zeus, you guys are looking down. You guys can see these raptors that the other ones without dark vision can see. But further below, you see a few more shipping containers. You see very large stacks of timber, bundled wood that is used for commercial purposes. You kind of see a faint glow of a fire within this same room, just a little bit off at an angle to where you can't see people sitting around it. In order to see more of that, you guys would need to either descend into the warehouse or to the rafters.
Can I maybe do some beefy acrobatics and kind of sneak down into the rafters and kind of get a scope of what's going on in there?
Okay. Absolutely, you may. Do you say anything to your acquaintances before you do?
Yes. Let me scout the room real quick and make sure it's safe for us to drop down.
Someone keep an eye on her.
I was gonna say that sounds a little bit like.
How about the only person who can see her?
Yeah,
I don't know
I
dark
got you.
vision, just really good normal vision.
You can hear all of this, Sora.
I'll be right back.
For your safety.
We trust you.
I don't trust you.
I trust you for what it's worth.
Well, I mean, you can just drop right down in there and see.
No, I mean I'm sure
waiting for you at the
you're
bottom.
I trust your sneakiness. But
So one thing I want to say is upon everyone talking about we can't see. You want some glowing stick? You guys can see in here. It's dark. Yeah, but you can still see. I mean, there's no color, but
As
You can.
JJ
Yeah.
shakes his head,
Can't figure
Thalner looks inquisitively. Yeah, you guys do get the sense that Xerus is saying he can see.
I'm implying I have dark vision and don't understand that that's not normal.
Yeah.
that's not normal.
And as you guys are talking about this, Silra slips inside. Go ahead and give me that acrobatics check.
You're telling me you can see her right now. You can see.
It's going to be a 16.
Just jump to the other end.
Okay. Easily enough, you basically open up the hatch, take your fingers, kick your legs a little bit, and sling yourself onto one of the raptors and land without making a sound. Looking up top, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
You've got to perceive.
Dirty 20.
You see, I won't actually say them out loud. You see several members that you recognized. For some, in your opinion, idiot reason, they have made tents in this warehouse and have started a campfire nearby to the hay bales. This is not your MO of your group. This spot for you was something that you would use as a passerby, a drop-off point, a point of contact, etc.
Right.
They look like they're literally posted up or even hiding out in here. You continue to look around. You don't see anyone else. Obviously nothing on the rafters. Looking down below, there are some walls that are obfuscating and sectioning off pieces of the different warehouse, like the office and such. But those are the only three that you see by this campfire currently.
Okay. And they're kind of in the center of the room. So.
Yeah, they're more or less so, but surrounded by a campfire with literal tents pitched.
Okay. Are they sitting around it so they're awake?
Yeah, they are awake.
Okay. Got it. Okay, she'll kind of work her way back to the rooftop so that she can let everyone else know what's going on.
Give me another acrobatics check.
Okay. Nat 20.
What is happening?
Just
It's the weird
Natural.
energy.
Yeah, I don't.
The good energy?
the natural.
I didn't, weird's not bad. Weird is good.
That's fair.
Keep that in the weird.
So
Yeah, let's keep it at 20s coming.
you take out your grappling hook and essentially tie it around one of the beams and hook it back into that rope, and then you tie the rest of that rope to your waist. And using the scaffolding, hop back up, or not hop, sorry. Is it little insensitive? You climb your way back up this part of the scaffolding in the ceiling, and essentially using your, I want to say, kind of bunny nails, just kind of scrape into the ceiling, the epoxy resin of this insulation, just kind of molding around your hands, and then you swing your legs a little bit, and you guys see Silra pop back out, and the latch shut behind her with a rope attached to her.
That was impressive.
Yeah, it's just all in the day's work. But there's 3 guys down there. They're camped out. They've got tents pitched. It's really weird in the middle of the warehouse.
They
And
pitched tents
Yeah, they got a fire going too.
inside a warehouse.
Yeah, I know. It's real strange. But it's where they're at. It'll be impossible to get past them without taking them out. So
Only 3.
if we can get down there quietly, we might be able to sneak up on them. Maybe. Do you think your fancy winch contraption can get everyone down safely?
Why?
I would allow a tinkering check here.
And real quick, the time that we were talking up there, establishing that 3 of us can see in the dark and 3 of us can't.
Yes.
So 3 of us have glowy stones. Are you 3?
Well, I made you a glowy stone, but if you don't need the glowy stone,
I don't need glowy stone.
then 3 of us have glowy stones.
Okay.
It's essentially the east side of the table has dark vision, and the west side of the table does not, but has glowy stones.
Dark vision.
Yeah, these have a 5-foot radius of bright light with another 5-foot radius of dim light. So, like
Very,
a
very true.
That is pretty good.
But
That is
still
pretty good.
visible.
20-foot circle. I mean, it's like a flashlight.
It's like
Still
you can still
visible
see
from
it from
far
far
away.
away.
So
Yeah.
that's what my concern is.
Right, there is
So-
that. But like you can
But
also,
you could it's a stone. You could put it in your
put it in
pocket
your
until you
pocket,
need
yeah.
it.
yeah, it's a pebble. It's like what I used for my magic stone back when I had that. So you can just
That's the old salvo.
Might I suggest splitting the party?
talking about the dark vision seers and the light vision seers.
Yes.
Not to sound ableist, but I guess.
Well, I'm a light vision seer and terrible at stealth, so I'm inclined to
I was
agree.
at least gonna
That's
say
awesome.
salvo last.
Well, I was just saying we could probably.
But I'll have
Try
to
to stick to
tinker
that.
to see if my winch will still work, even though that was supposed to be one-time use. Wink.
Yeah. We can see about it. Go ahead and give me a tinker check. The DC is pretty high.
What's the tinker
try.
roll?
It's so tinkering is going to be a tools check. It's going to be your intelligence plus your proficiency.
I'll take it. 17.
17. Essentially, like you take that same component that had now been perched back on your shoulder and you take it back over, aligning some of the rope to interlock into the gears. You're not actually quite sure how that small tool that you had made yourself did that. It's almost as if it had reconfigured itself. And you can see whereas it might work, it definitely couldn't handle too much strain.
Probably no, but maybe?
We might have to do this the old-fashioned way then. And
Man, I can't see in the dark, but I can see those fuckers around the campfire, that's for sure.
No. I could probably part it out for, say, a pulley inside of it, and we could make up a simple method to lower someone down.
You brought you had a rope attached to you, right? When you jumped up.
yeah, I have a
Yeah, I
rope.
got rope.
I got rope.
climb.
Essentially, you guys
She has a-
looking at this rope, if they were to let go of it, it would fall just outside of where the window is and where the rafters are. Because it's tied to the rafter, one of the rafters that she was perched on.
Okay, so we don't want to go. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Or maybe Roscoe
Spider-Man
might.
in there.
Roscoe might want to do that.
What would happen if I went down this road?
Are they able to get onto the rafters?
It's possible, especially with the rope. Especially you. What's your? Give me a stealth check. This one is not at advantage.
A 24.
Okay. You imagine if one person were to stand and hold the rope, that they could use it to essentially shimmy down to the rafter that you were standing on.
Okay.
Or if you were to tie it to something nearby. However, there is not currently anything close enough.
Well, I do have a python.
Hey.
Do you say that?
Yeah, that could work. That could work.
I got a bonker, got a python.
Okay. You kind of take the python, wrap it around that, smack it in. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Get an anchor point.
Can I get
Do you request help?
proficiency with this?
Can I help hold it straight
Sure.
while you just so that you can do your thing?
Founder gives you the help action, which is at advantage.
To advantage, I'll take it. 19.
Okay. Ting.
Do not
Sunk in there.
hit my hand.
I did not hit your hand. Bonk is one of my most skilled abilities.
I've seen it hit people. It's not fun.
We've also seen it heal people.
That's true.
And,
That's true.
well, also wreck some people with magic, but it's fine. It's fine.
She says as she kind of thrums the rope and it's taut.
It's like a high C.
I love that drink.
That's so good.
Same bread sale. Same butter sale.
So Silver will kind of use her master, having a master class on thieving here and helping people make their way safely down onto the rafters so that we can drop down on the rope.
Okay. Everyone that is using the rope and choosing to descend into the warehouse, give me a acrobatics check with advantage.
Dirty 20. What's the other?
Wow. No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes, I could see it.
Yeah, never mind. Didn't do it twice.
Oh my god. I think I would have just got up and walked
So,
away.
Just a regular net 20.
nat 20,
You kill everyone by flipping in there.
dirty
with your
20,
awesomeness.
Nat 20, dirty 20,
dirty 20.
dirty 20. Why am I continuing to ask? What is the rest? What is
17.
17,
15.
15.
She's already down there, though, right?
No.
Or are you talking about like all the way down?
We came back up. At advantage.
A 27.
At advantage. Just in case you get
You want
another.
to roll again?
No.
In case?
That was better the first one.
Okay. Silra kind of watching you guys
It's adorable.
opening the latch just a hair, enough for someone to go in at a time.
Just a hair.
That was unintentional, I promise.
A herring should have been.
You guys essentially all hand over hand drop down this rope onto one of the rafters. I would like for you guys to please remove the minis. We're going to take the top off of this.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Okay. And I am going to get up on the camera
Not like that. Nope, we're removing the mini.
I didn't drop one of the minis. I swear I didn't drop them on another
The
mini.
whole thing.
Actually, yeah. Can I get help at every
Oh.
corner?
I got you.
Oh.
Ooh.
I made it very
That's my
stable.
fiance, y'all. That's my fiance. And the only thing that shifted was that end, it looks like.
This over here?
Yeah. And Shane just basically needs to stand right back up. But everything else looks basically in place.
Hot diggity dildo.
And okay, all of y'all can place your minis on this highest block. That's not the rafter, let it be known. But we're gonna essentially count you guys as on this block as being on the rafter.
Oh, this looks great.
Okay, so as you guys all rest, standing on these rafters.
Like a short rest? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Slightly up.
I can't do slightly up.
What's slightly up?
Go back out to.
Oh, then we just need to scoot that down.
Yeah. Scoot it down a little bit.
That should be good.
For posterity, the white lines that I shoddily painted around this are either wall or door. Lane, I had forgotten to paint a door. There's one essentially right in front of you. Not that your character would know. Here. Not that your character would know, but for posterity's sake, there is a door there. Yeah, perfect. And
Just draw on
then
it.
Yeah.
the
Nice foam board.
two larger ones, you guys, as you're on the rafters, take a look over. Those are the closed winch-like doors. And then obviously the one that you guys were familiar with up towards the front, back southeast side.
here.
Yep. Nailed it,
Sweet.
Clint. Perfect. All right. So, speaking of being up on these rafters, these walls do not reach the ceiling. You guys are about 30 foot in the air, with 5 feet above you being the roof. And looking around, you see the walls that are on this map as separate rooms, and essentially just imagine them to be from your perspective.
Okay.
Can we see over the wall? Like, do they go all the way up? Or
No,
They-
you're saying like that's
they
how
do
it
not
is.
go all the way up.
That's how they be.
They are 10 foot tall.
and there's the
So my is we Metal Gear Solid this.
Speaking
start a
of,
huge fire with those hay bales.
So would we be able to? Some of us be able to kind of like what I was talking about there. Some of us stick to the rafters, and some of us not. Type of thing. Like, can we? Where's the fire?
There's tents right here, and that is the fire.
and
Okay, gotcha.
will you guys please place these minis arbitrarily around the tents and the fire? The table essentially is the fire.
You might call it a elevated fire pit
Yeah, there you go.
built into that table.
Mm-hmm.
This map is fire.
Do you have a lighter? You
Thanks.
can just
Yeah, we just
No, we're not gonna light
actually
this on
light
fire.
it
But
Well, actually, it's funny you mention
I guess fireball.
that. I wish I was the
IRL.
right level for that.
yeah,
Can't cast fireball yet,
not yet.
because I'm not.
So, in character, you guys are now on these rafters. What are you talking about? What are you doing? You guys got a good drop in on this warehouse.
Well, to finish my clarification question. Clarification.
Yeah.
Do the rafters continue like over where this fire?
Yeah.
area
So they essentially go in 15-foot spaces. They go across the warehouse.
is? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, Salvo, don't move. Just because it might make some noise. I think if we all do our best to simultaneously execute attacks at a distance, we might be able to silently dispatch these three.
However, silently, yes, but she was saying these guys almost shouldn't be here. They're not the important ones we're looking for.
You know?
I mean, if you don't even know them, if they seem like almost doing something wrong by setting up tents, and like if that's weird to you, then they're not the leaders. They're not the guys we're after.
Unless things have changed since they were hiring thieves and now they're having people move into this space to camp out. This looks like a barracks to me.
But like, what's over in these other rooms?
There's an
I'd turn my sight to some
office
books.
and some other locations, but as far as, there's some areas I'm just not familiar with. I would come and drop off here, but I know that up around the corner is the office area, and there's another room as well.
I'm interested. I'm interested in the office area.
is this the office or that's the office?
You would know that the office area is the one to the northwest.
I mean,
Yes.
Is
That's-
north that way?
No, you guys wouldn't know that. Silro would know that.
if there's any
Well, we
chance
see, right?
of us,
You don't know if
You
it's
see a room.
the office, but you see the area. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
if there's any chance of us not taking these guys out silently, and there is someone important in this office area, they could escape. So before you guys hit those, I think I would like to sneakily on the rafters go over to the office area, just in case there's someone I need to jump before they escape.
I mean, scope out the place. Not a bad idea.
Are the rafters horizontal only?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And they're 15 foot apart, so
Yep.
one would need like boots
Jump,
and springing
like,
and
yeah, if
jumping
you
or
had like
something.
special boots that allowed me to jump 15 feet.
I think we should take
You
them out.
legitimately obtained.
Yeah, I got these from legitimate sources.
While you guys are all talking about this, I need a collective stealth check.
Oh no! Can I not be penalized since I'm not walking?
That's fine.
Can we get advantage for whispering?
Nope.
But I really want it because that was bad.
Did the bad one happen?
That's a bad one.
Oh.
It's bound to happen.
Do you have the make bad good one?
No, I don't have that.
No inspiration.
You don't have the. Can I give it to him?
Yeah.
Do you have inspiration?
I do.
You may give
Can I
inspiration,
roll
Jack.
first?
Sure.
Okay.
It's better than his.
I mean, yeah, it's not the worst. It's not great.
It's okay. My total is 8.
With a collective
better than
stealth
mine.
check, nat ones are considered double fails.
Then here is a inspiration.
I have an 18.
18 for Xeris,
I have 7.
7 for Roscoe. Yeah, of course he's the one not whispering.
Wow, nailed it! Great job.
Was it a 2?
Thank goodness.
Was it you confirmed the nat 1? He was right. Lane was right.
9.
We blew
Nine.
it on the ceiling.
At
man.
least it's not it's a nat one is 2 auto fails, so that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it's better.
So a 9 for JJ, a 7 for Roscoe, a 18 for Xeris. What else we got?
Perhaps these people are
Fine
being really
for
loud,
Salvo.
and it's kind of covering us up.
Team No Dark Vision is doing bad.
Also, it's raining outside. That could make a lot of noise on this warehouse
Hey,
roof.
do you hear that thunder? I hear thunder.
Like that's
I
gonna
would
cover
say-
up some noise.
Yeah, I'd say the rain is to our advantage.
Hold on. Hold on. If I roll above a 15 on this dice, I will add +2 to the enemy DC, because that is a valid argument.
Okay.
Okay. Above a 15.
Big money, make money.
Nope. Sorry, buddy.
It was a 4 for those of you.
Yeah.
Bullshit. That was.
It's not that rainy.
Guess it's murder
I got
warehouse.
19.
19.
I had a 28.
That kind of
Team Dark Vision.
Team Dark Vision.
Okay.
Average,
So,
you add us all together and
Yeah.
do like,
yeah.
And no one's basically
28, 19, 18,
oh, that was
7,
a joke. I didn't think he was really gonna do that.
5, 9.
As far as like low numbers, those are still high.
And a 28.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like I
That's
think
pretty
that,
good.
that averages to high teens. I think.
Oh, Silra, while I'm doing some math, will you check your text messages, please?
Yes. Oh no.
As the rain continues pouring. Okay, so you guys have an average of a 14 stealth, which would have been brought down to roughly a 9 if the natural 1 stood. That is a huge difference.
That is.
I like that face. He looks a little.
I know.
No, it's just-
The viewers should be able to see his face.
Well, they get a collective as well, right? Since we got a collective.
I don't know if we want that.
As you guys kind of notice yourself getting louder, trying to figure out what to do, like an all like as if this was an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, just like I haven't heard since the other day. We don't have a new mission. Well, you always know that they're going to come back to one of the stashes in the warehouse, especially this one. So, you guys get the sense that you were not detected. I rolled a 10, a 5, and a 4, not telling you they're out of it. Additives.
The gang sneaks into a warehouse.
Literally.
It's always sunny.
We'll stay up here. Roscoe, you can stay up there. And watch. I probably get up to Salvo.
Just gonna not move and provide support from a distance until this cover's blown, and then I'll blow some shit up.
I love that.
Find out.
All right, so I want. If this is the office, I want to leap from rafter to rafter so I can get over the office and see what's going on over here.
Okay.
And I also want to walk over to this half of the warehouse, walking down the rafter,
Okay.
just to kind of spread us out.
Are you stealthily?
Yes, with that.
Okay. So, Xeris will be making a stealth check to cross the rafters. Roscoe, you can make an acrobatics at advantage. Not because you can't make the jump, but just how do you land it, essentially. Salvo staying put. What are the rest of you doing?
I am readying my short.
What's your trigger?
Gold. Initiative.
Sure. I will allow that. First hostile reaction. Do the shoosty.
Same, except for mine is make cannon.
Okay, heard that.
Same.
What was your stealth check, buddy?
10.
Okay. And then, Sora, what are you doing in this moment?
She's gonna start to kind of quietly make her way down to the ground.
So you pull the rope and then start dropping it, or are you just going to drop without the rope?
I'm gonna try to climb down these. I guess I could. Yeah, can I try to drop without? Yeah. Just
Okay.
Silently.
Are you doing quickly? So you're doing it silently?
Yeah.
Stealth check, please. Roscoe, what did you get?
A 16 for acrobatics.
Totally fine. How many rafters do you hop over? You can get up to your movement speed. And your movement speed is increased by...
It's actually my movement speed is already better than the boots.
Oh, okay.
I can just leap further,
Okay.
so I can go. My movement speed's 35 feet.
So you can hop 2 rafters.
Okay.
So essentially, here, I have something just for this occasion.
That's what I was looking for. I was wondering.
Will you please put that about
that
30
table.
feet in the distance? This is 60 right here, if you would mind measuring that from the edge of that
Edge of the rafter.
edge of the rafter being, yep. So 30 feet, about halfway,
That's about right.
right there. Okay, that's where you are, Roscoe.
Wow, how is that like perfectly the same height?
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
Almost.
Sora, you hop down, no problem. You may move your character as you wish within your movement speed.
Okay. She is gonna just kind of be down around here, hiding in the.
Yeah. With that stealth check, you're absolutely fine. I mean, I haven't rolled yet, but a 28 is going to be hard to beat for these guys. Thalner, what were you doing in that moment?
How far is your jump speed? Can I
Your
cross?
strength score, right?
A running long jump is going to be, I believe it's your strength score. I think it's your strength score thrice, if I'm not mistaken. Spencer, will you
less
look
than
that
I
up?
thought.
Okay,
I don't
as
think
Spencer
it's-
looks that up, Xeris, you got a 10 on your stealth?
I think it's like
Okay.
2 plus your strength.
Yeah, it's definitely not thrice. I can't jump 30 feet.
Yeah, that's what I can do with my boots.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys thinking I'm babying you. Brian, will you please confirm my rolls for trying to notice Xeris in the rafters?
That's a nat 1, a 6, and a 9.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
10.
You,
Strong 10.
as you're moving about, you kind of
This is gonna go
slip
into
a little bit. Go ahead and take your movement speed over to a rafter on the other side using that one.
Where are you going?
I just went down the rafter.
Okay,
Oh.
so
So
basically
this way.
exactly where he's at, just 30 feet over. Here's
Yeah.
that measury boy.
If only there was hash marks or something on this.
Hey,
Yeah,
Hey.
we didn't have time.
Oh, you made this. Okay. Well, that's.
yeah, we
Oh,
physically
yeah, I
made
did.
this.
Well, then
Hey.
I'll shut up. So, where my finger is, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Here?
But
Yeah.
on that
Well,
thing.
yeah, on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still in the rafters. You said down, so I thought you were like.
No, he didn't jump
Yeah.
down. He's on the.
Down ladder.
Yeah, he's
I
still
just
on the
wanted to be
rafter.
right above them.
So
Yes,
as
okay,
you get
that
right
was the
above him,
distinction.
your foot slips and you grip one of the metal beams and kind of fall a little bit, and then pull yourself back up. And you look down and you see a tall-ish tabaxi figure kind of look up into the rafters. And then you hear another one of them like, "Oh, you listen to me!" And he's like, "What? Sorry, I was just. What is happening up there?" And he looks up again, doesn't see anything. Looks back down.
Here's a loud boom of thunder, and it's like,
Must be the wind. Okay. So, what are you guys doing from here? You're not an initiative. You're just hanging out. What's going on?
Can I see? I want to perceive, see if I see anyone in the opposite
Okay.
area.
So you have dark vision.
No, but like,
Give me a
there,
perception with disadvantage.
if there's someone in there, they might have a lamp or a lantern. Or
You do
something.
not see a light on around you. So give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh,
17.
17 is pretty good.
It is.
Quick jump ruling, long jump. If you move at least 10 feet first, you move your strength score. You can jump your strength score.
Okay. So without it,
Without it is half the distance.
yeah.
Score
So
modifier.
15 feet is out of the question.
Okay.
Yeah. Roscoe, will you position those one around the pillar and two around the table?
This pillar.
One around the pillar and then two around that table, yes. And Thalnar, what are you doing from that move?
I'm gonna also try to descend from the rafters.
Okay. Going around the back side that you had previously seen Sora drop down.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
This is gorgeous.
It is.
Thanks to all of you.
21.
21! You essentially kick off one of the corners using your hands, just kind of slowly slide down the corner, drop to the other side, and you are now on the other side of, from you, the far side of that shipping container. What are you doing now?
I'm on the far side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over kind of to this corner.
Okay.
So that's probably not.
You basically get there and stop before your silhouette touches firelight, and you peek over. Give me a history check, please.
I remember when.
6.
The bright light is kind of getting in your eyes.
Yeah, I don't
and as you're looking over at these people, you just see silhouettes of people chilling around a miniature fire.
Okay.
Okay. What's going on, y'all? Y'all are seriously straight up Mission Impossible right now. Right?
So, just for, I'm not doing anything right now. I just want to know, maybe I gotta use the measuring stick, how far this doorway is from me. I realize I'm at an angle. It
At
seems,
an angle, roughly about 40 feet.
okay. I would like to try and jump one more rafter over.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Unless someone else.
You hop over.
The floor is open.
You hop over. I do need you to give me a stealth check. Dun, 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 dun.
Honestly, the fact that we have like no music, it's just the sound of the rain, makes us a little bit more tense.
Yeah.
It's just like held breath.
Well, it might get
Tense.
even more tense.
9.
Okay. Please give me a dexterity saving throw.
But that was stealth, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, that's good. 17.
Okay. As you jump over to one of the rafters, you grab onto a piece of it, and one of it, the piece that you grabbed onto is rotted and essentially wrenches free for the remainder of the structure. Before it snaps, you essentially, with your callous toes, grip the rafter and balance your weight back over and pull yourself back up.
wow.
And do not fall to the ground.
Is that about right?
Yeah, you're about right there. Yep. I will roll for these guys though.
Thank the boots. Added toaster.
You were hearing some hush whispers. Those whispers have stopped. And as you look down, you see the face of, from this distance, in this dim light, what seems to be a humanoid shape. But as it opens its mouth in the darkness, you see kind of the serrated edges of sharp teeth, and you hear in Draconic, Someone's here.
Alert the guards.
And they, that figure, the green one, begins walking forward.
Here?
Yep. And then the one at the edge of the table goes down this hallway. And then this one essentially just moves up in tandem with that one. Okay. While Roscoe was doing that, what were the rest of you up to?
I feel like we're getting ready to
Can
pounce on these guys.
I hear what they're talking about?
Give me a perception check.
That's also what I was thinking. 10. Strong 10.
For Xeros, unfortunately, you were panicking in the moment where you almost had fallen off the rafters, and you're not focused on that. And you had also said you want to make a perception check, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Well, while he's baby,
What?
baby?
Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Can you please tell our viewers what has just happened?
Just another night 20.
That's funny.
26.
what I do.
All the days work.
For a total of
26.
okay. You see all of this happening in real time. You see the Zero slipping. You see Syrah just kind of dashing down and getting behind some cover. Thauner slipping off. You look over. Salvo's just kind of like assessing the field, very stern look in her eye. And then you look over and see Roscoe like almost fall and fucking and pull himself back up. And then you hear. Do you understand Draconic?
No.
You hear and you see what you had not previously seen before, a creature moving around this wall side. Even with the fact that you don't have dark vision, your eyes have slowly adjusted, and basically like a sniper in the weeds, like you are seeing movement in shadows.
Not good.
Should have brought the ghillie suit.
can I turn to JJ and ask him a question? It's not related to what he saw.
Yeah, go for it.
Be like, JJ, you seem like a reasonable artillerist. Should I go a more long distance route or a more scorched earth policy today?
You're noticing everything I just described as this question is posed to you.
I'm unaware of this, so I'm just like asking you because we're up here. I'm saying it very quietly.
Option B is always an option, if need be. You know, if it doesn't work, maybe, yeah.
Fair enough.
So, what? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Basically, scorched earth is always a good plan B.
Okay. Okay.
If need be, it doesn't have to be.
Stage whisper. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Salvo nods.
And then I point over there. I don't know if you can see them, but I point to the shadowy figures that I see.
Can I see where he's pointing?
Go ahead. Perception check. I would say at advantage, but no dark vision is going to be a problem here.
It's a 10.
You think you see, you definitely see like the shape of a Roscoe up in the rafters, and you think you see some movement down below him.
Okay.
So I had initially wanted to follow Roscoe across the rafters to that other room, but definitely was like, nope, can't make that jump, and climbed down to pursue. But I would like to send Roscoe, what do you see in that room?
You hear this in your head, Roscoe.
There's 3 guys. I think they might have noticed me. One of them's coming out in the hallway. He's coming towards your group.
So...
He said he's getting the guards.
So... go?
Yeah, I'm waiting. If they head towards the exit, I'm launching, but they are not going towards the exit yet. But yeah, I'm about to.
We'll say within the elapsed amount of time that was the conversation between you two.
Okay.
Yeah, because you only get so many words with
Yeah.
that, right?
Well, message is
Cantrip, so
It's a cantrip.
It
you can say as much as you want back and forth as long as
So-
Thalner initiates the message.
Gotcha.
However, this is kind of a loose initiative. Like you guys have been taking turns moving about this area, so
So my last message is, yeah, I'm about to.
Let's Roscoe this shit up. I
Silver,
don't
what are you
know this.
doing?
Does she see him coming down the hallway?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna signal to the rest of them to like get down and kind of hide.
Okay. Passive perception. Jack and Thalner see this. What's your passive perception, Cirrus? One more time.
12
Okay.
with dark vision.
Oh, with dark vision. You also see this.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I prepare a spell.
You saw this?
You're preparing a spell?
Yeah.
What are you preparing?
She basically gestured
Can I keep it secret?
to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Text me,
so-
but yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna message to back up to Salvo. There are more coming from the direction Roscoe went. Go get them. And I'm going to cast Unseen Servant to stomp out the fire.
What is your intelligence modifier, real fast?
My intelligence
That
modifier?
was pretty smart. It's gonna be like a 28 right now.
Well, I
2 plus 2.
2. That'll do it. You've used Unseen Servant before. You would know that if it intentionally stomped out the fire, it would immediately disappear. You would know better to instruct it to put something onto the fire, whether it put it out or not.
Okay, put out the fire, I guess.
because it has
That's
HP of 1, right?
Yes.
I think I guess
it's
is a better word to put out the fire because
Okay.
it is.
So you tell it to do that, and it does it to the best of its ability. Okay. You guys all over in that area. It's going to be Xeris, Silra, JJ, and Salvo. You guys see this barrel over by the logs just slowly like warbling into the air, and then get uncorked and stuff spilling on the ground. And you guys hear, "Hey, what the?" And then as the fire all goes out. You hear a lot of shouting, and a lot of people essentially are just like, What's happening?" And you hear from down the hallway, "We think someone's here. Stay alert." I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
So that triggers, I generate my cannon.
Yes. You start, basically get down on one knee and start tinkering away, readjusting that prior cannon from your shoulder.
Oh
and-
no, this is different.
Okay, got it.
And I can say it.
Yeah.
If there was sound and like I knew that because I wasn't aware of them even like setting for the guards, but as soon as they were alerted to us, I cast a level 2 thunder wave on these people.
On that spot?
Yeah.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. Let's roll.
I also believe JJ had a held action for when initiative
He
started.
did.
They'd probably be at a disadvantage now, though.
What was the held action?
Just to shoot one of those dudes.
I'll allow it to be a straight roll prior to the fire going out.
Gotcha.
So the two of you go ahead and do your roll to hit. I'm going to go ahead and roll those con saves.
Yeah.
Okay. Thunder Wave,
Yeah. DC is 15.
Predator style.
15.
Yeah. I'm double checking.
Okay. The one farthest away from me, the small one, fails.
Roll the dice.
Yep.
Next small one.
The next one rolled the same exact number and also fails.
Okay, sweet.
Natural 20 passes.
Okay, so tall boy succeeds.
Yes.
And I silvery barbs that.
What
You're going to silvery barbs that
I
and burn the spell slot for both of those things?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you explain what does that do?
Silvery barbs means that he has to roll a new one and accept the lower.
And it's a reaction, so your
And what is
reaction is
the
also
thunder wave?
consumed. It got a 12.
And that's
Okay, that
an
also-
area,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Make a con save. And
It's an area of
everyone
effect,
gets
yes.
So
back
the
to
unseen servant is also.
Yeah. Well, it gets a con save, right?
It's gonna take half as much.
Oh, yeah. It's
Which-
definitely. It definitely fails. Yeah.
Yeah.
The barrel is now putting out this fire as this clap of sound just explodes all over. The fire extinguishes, and your barrel from the unseen servant clatters to the ground.
Oh, that could be better. Could be a lot better. I cast at level 2, but it still will do 11 damage.
Okay.
Shit,
You
I'd argue
keeping-
that Thunderwave knocks out fire.
It aids in the endeavor.
So they're each pushed 10 feet away.
Okay. It's
From the
your
center?
choice. It's your spell. It basically just comes out from the center. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, they get pushed 10 feet from the center.
actually, I apologize. I misunderstood. It's a 15-foot cube that generates from my position, so I don't believe that would actually work. So I'm just gonna take my initiative if that's okay.
Okay, cool. None of those
Sorry.
things happen.
sorry.
Yep,
No
sure enough.
damage occurs. Everybody roll initiative except for
We
Jack.
have-
You
we
need
have
to
to
roll the
wait.
hit to select
Yeah.
your target, please.
I guess the closest one for me.
Okay.
It was a 19 to hit,
Hits.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Got it.
We're all rolling initiative.
Yep, everybody roll initiative. And don't shut them out. I'm gonna do the countdown method.
Cool.
All right, 25 to 20.
22.
22 for Roscoe.
Taylor Swift did.
We still don't get that joke.
I don't know what that is, and I'm not going
Downer.
to fist bump it.
Wait, isn't that the same?
I'm not
I've said
fist
deja
bumping
vu. You've
anything
made that
Taylor
joke before,
Swift.
right? Yeah.
A couple of times now on the stream.
I don't know what
Probably
that
about 22
means.
times at this
I'm
point.
proud of it.
Okay, so
Let
25
you
to
get
20,
it.
Roscoe 22, Thowner 20,
I don't
correct?
know about you.
21.
21.
Thank you.
I'm
Okay.
feeling.
20 to 15, initiative.
19.
19 for JJ. Anyone else? 14.
What was the scale? 11 to 15?
It was 15.
She had just mentioned hers early 15 to 20 now.
Gotcha.
15 to 20, just Silrus with a 14, or Silra
Oh,
with a
wait.
14.
15 to 20 was, I had 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
okay.
yours. And then 10 to 5.
10.
Hi.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Actually, that's 7.
Selva with a 10, Xeros with a 7. Let me go ahead and compile this initiative real quick.
Neat.
All right. So
Beep, boop, beep.
should have gone with the prepared cantrip.
Does everyone want to look?
Yeah.
Well, we have
Fancy.
Are you talking about your
die.
a
dice?
bit of time.
Yes.
So
New sunspell
Oh,
die.
what? How'd she get like the lightning looking scaly action?
So,
Magic
they
today.
That's
literally cast a blank die and then detailed it before casting it again to give it the texture.
Dude, sick.
I know
Well,
you've seen
yeah,
it, but
it looks all scaly and clear and
My
fucking-
favorite is the D4. Unique shape.
yeah. Oh, the shape is beautiful. The numbers are beautiful. I won't go into too much detail because check out our social media to see the really nice photos and
Whoopa.
that highlight
That's legit. It's like clear cased.
the beautiful work. 3.
Oh, yeah.
Big-
4 again. Only rolled it 2 times. It's been 4 both times.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope.
You guys see-
Check out the D4.
Neat.
That clear case is dope.
Okay.
That totally looks like reptile skin.
Will someone please place
Cobalt skin.
these two figures to my left of this one in this hallway,
Then probably
as if they
that.
were coming out of this gated door.
Put 'em in a
They're
really
coming
bad
out,
spot.
so on the other side.
I know. I'm pushing them through. I can't Oh, just
Yeah,
kidding,
it's
that
sealed.
makes-
Oh, what?
I still
Yeah,
read barbs
check
for
it.
those people to look at.
Oh,
can do it.
that's like a.
Right now, Jack and Roscoe, you're the only two that see this. And the hound-looking one is actually going to take about a 15-foot pace forward from there.
I don't want to.
Yep. Roscoe and JJ, you guys see. Roscoe, for you, it's just blurs and shadows essentially.
No.
But you see another person that is not dissimilar to the one that had just spoke below you step out of this door, and in between his heels, this rushing spined creature lashed out in front of him and is continuing to run down the hallway.
Speaking of how horribly scary people look like, do I get any indication of these two guys?
Almost. We'll get to that on your turn. Speaking of, these two continue moving forward just a little bit, and now they're going to make an active perception check with advantage, trying to find you.
The front two.
Yep. And your prior stealth check was a 16, correct?
Yeah. That sounds about right. If that wins, if
Okay.
not, I'll contest it.
They're still kind of looking up and don't see you, just kind of quietly whispering to each other. You catch every other word, and it's mostly just inquisitive, like infiltrator type things.
Did I get that right? Are they close to each other? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they're right below you and close to each other. Okay, and then this one moves 30 feet up into this hallway.
This one?
Yep. Roscoe, you're up. I'll go ahead.
Do
and
I
start.
get any sort of indication of what kind of dudes these are?
Passive perception of 13? 14 is it?
14?
14. Now that they're closer, all of this light in this area has essentially been snuffed. You can tell that one of them looks humanoid, and one of them might be humanoid, but also might be dragonborn. You can see scales, sharp teeth.
All right. So, Roscoe's going to reach inside of himself to try and pull out a power he has not used before.
As he calms himself and centers himself.
And lets out a 20-foot cone of electric energy.
Ooh, just like Kamehameha electricity down below you?
Yes.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, that is a dexterity saving throw.
It is of 12.
12. Okay, the green one got a natural 20. The humanoid looking one, modifier, got a 10 and fails.
So it's a 2d4,
Okay.
half on the success, so. Fuck, it's a 1. That doesn't count. And that's a 4. So that's a 5 for the humanoid and
3.
I don't know how you round it.
Round up.
Round,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's,
It goes towards me. I get the round.
sure. We'll
So
round
it's
it
a 5
up.
and a 3.
5 and 3, got it. Okay. You kind
then-
of web this electricity down, sparking over. They literally jolt with shock. Haha. And step back a little bit, cursing and pointing upwards.
But maybe you see them better.
You do see them better briefly. With that passive perception, it looks like the green scaled one might have been human at some point, but there are scales just slowly growing throughout his body.
I then want to take my movement speed to try and leap back 15 feet to this rafter. over
Okay,
here.
just to make sure that you don't fall off of it, give me an acrobatics check.
Damage is rounded down in D&D unless stated otherwise. Just
Heard.
That's
Noted for the future.
19.
19, totally fine. Just leap back, kind of doing a double backflip and grab onto one of the rafters and swing below, hanging from it. All right. Anything else from there?
No.
Chilling.
That's it.
Okay. Thalner, you're up.
because I can see Xeris from here, I'm gonna look up and say, they're completely vulnerable. You've got this. With Whisper to cast Bardic Inspiration.
I'll allow it. Yep. Use your action to cast message on Xeris.
Yeah, because that's my action and my bonus action.
Yep. And the creature has to hear you, so using message subverts that. Bonus action, you inspire Xeris.
Dope.
That is actually super sick. Okay.
Like
You're
the
taking any
opposite of
move.
No, I had to give you one of mine.
Yeah, the happy one.
I do got this.
Are you gonna hang out where you're at? Taking your movement speed, Thelner?
No. I feel like my position is advantageous.
Okay.
Unless you want.
No, I like
It matches the aesthetic.
it.
Okay, so from there, Xeris is inspired. Jack, you're up. What's up, Roscoe?
Can I take some sort of stealth to see if they see me move rafters?
The action, like the jump was there. Like you can feasibly do the jump, but being able to, in an unknown area to you in the dark, you had to use acrobatics as an action in that moment.
Okay.
Or a bonus action, given that you had already used your lightning step. But in this moment, you cannot. You just see the shadows just kind of drift off in a distance.
Okay.
I guess I'll shoot at whoever I can feasibly make out, or in that general direction. But it's probably hard for me to see now.
You can see someone now running down this hallway, and very quickly a small, partially grotesque creature catching up with them.
Okay, I'll shoot at the person.
Okay.
Huzzah! That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna be like, that. Be like, oh no.
That's 13 damage.
13 damage? Okay, cool.
Dildo.
Pull up, line up a shot. As he moves across this corner, you fire, and you just see a spray of red as his shoulder gets pulled back. The red kind of spatters on this creature, now continuing to lunge forward. Not moving right now, but flavor-wise, it is basically just runs through this mist.
Is that with the bonus damage?
Yes. This was the hit, and then I rolled the damage on here.
Repping with the magic
Plus
bullet
one.
bonus damage.
Oh.
Did you use a magic bullet or a regular bullet?
They're all magic.
Yeah, so +1?
Yes.
Okay.
Or is that already in there with the +6?
It might be, actually. I'm sorry.
+6 for damage. That's already in there.
Yeah, it's already in there. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're fine. Got
That's
it.
why like +8, +6. It looks like it's one more than your
All right.
stuff.
You take that shot, bonus action, movement speed.
Oh. I guess I'll get some distance from. We'll just say I'm in between Xeris and Sabo.
Okay.
For
Yeah, for lack of another flying standee.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ask that.
I have to drink out of that, man.
Okay, after that,
Like I've got more than one flask.
you guys...
He does.
Nice, perfect. Except not.
Yeah, not on the count. The other part.
Yeah.
You guys, at this moment, as Jack kind of skitters across these rafters, you guys hear a low roaring coming from somewhere within this warehouse.
Oh, cool. Cool.
That's gotta hold.
That's our friend coming to help us.
Cool.
Right.
From there, it is Silra.
The tree.
Which stack was here?
I know, right? He could have fallen off. He could have fallen off the.
You voted yes to
immediately.
leave him, right?
I'm sarcasm.
He would have fallen off that raptor immediately.
Yeah.
He would have fallen through the roof.
Jump.
He would have at least
Up
prepped
and then
one
down.
enemy.
All right, we were being stealthy. Hello, my name is ST4K.
Oh no.
You are not a friend.
All right, Silra, what do you got?
So, Silra kind of, her eyes widen a bit. She recognizes those noises and is realizing that this place is a little more heavily guarded than she anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows it's
She leaves.
they're in for some trouble, but she is gonna try to sneak up on this guy over here, and
Like over by the hay bales?
yeah, and attack him.
Okay.
Did this look like their team, not dark vision? Hence the fire.
Yeah, you easily, especially with how your movement works, you basically just hop up the legs of this of these pieces of lumber 1 foot at a time, get to the top, light toss over to the hay bale, and then jump down and attempt to stab this guy in the back. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay.
It is at advantage because this is a sneak attack.
Okay. That is gonna be a 15.
Definitely hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Is that like double?
It's in addition to the normal damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 2 d6s, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be your dagger damage.
It's a rapier, actually.
Oh, you're using the rapier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. It's going to be your rapier damage and then plus 2d6.
Okay.
Nice.
Great.
Okay. Let's see. 23.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah.
that's exactly how much specifically that one had left.
Had left?
Left?
Is that a thunder wave?
No, not the Thunderwave damage. It was the one that... No, Jack shot the other one. Okay. So, sorry. That one actually is still alive, but you nearly completely kill this person. Essentially, hopping up onto these hay bales, unsheathing these two rapiers, falling down, you just, without even really a sound, just slide into this guy, pull back out, and he screams. And what do you use your bonus action for?
I will throw a dagger at this guy across the fire.
Okay.
The tall one or the little one?
The tall one.
Okay. Bonus action, throw a dagger. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. That is a 18.
Okay, 18 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Also, this one is the poison dagger, so the con save is 12.
Okay.
That badass dagger.
The danger rabbit.
9 damage.
9 points of damage to him. Kind of sticks into his chest and he screams out a little bit, and you can actually kind of see him seize up for a second as green webbing kind of starts to flow up through his neck. Dude.
I wish Roscoe had seen that.
Okay, but they all definitely do see you. Effectively, the tall one is poisoned.
Okay.
Which means the poison condition means he has disadvantage on ability checks.
Poison.
Okay. All right. So that pretty much consumes your movement speed. You would have about 5 foot left if you wanted to take it.
I think I will maybe shift.
That would be an opportunity attack if she did, though, right?
Shifting out of his space willingly, then yes.
Even though it was like a sneak attack inwards.
Because once you're stabbed, typically through the back, you know that someone's there.
If I get stabbed through both lungs, I'm totally gonna turn around and attack somebody.
Must have been the wind.
I'll probably
Just saying, he's probably got like
Okay.
a little more on his mind than turning around and attacking.
Silra stays where she is at. You guys hear a loud crashing sound.
Oh no.
Roscoe, will you please put
No.
that mini in front of that lone shipping container inside of the warehouse in front of it,
This
please?
one?
Yep.
Oh.
He's
Crashing out of the shipping container, standing roughly about 8 foot tall, half of his body crumpled to the left side, and the other half a elongated clawed hand with scales. and he starts charging forward. Unfortunately, the first creature that he sees is Thalner in this moment. And he takes the remainder of his movement speed to run up to Thalner.
So
Give you the part of inspiration back.
no, not the advantageous position.
No, just as a passive perception, Thalner, as you look into this creature's eyes, there is no real level of intelligence. It is just blind rage of what apparently looks like consumption because it is coming at you hot.
Rage is in like raging.
No, not mechanically, but you don't know that.
True, genuine rage.
So for its multi-attack,
There's a circle.
Oh,
for that.
don't, I don't
it
like, I don't
swipes
like that word.
its
a
just
phrase.
gnarled clawed hand out in front of it, and that is a
Wait, can I see?
13 to hit.
Can I? Oh.
So if it equals my AC,
It's a
it
hit.
hits.
I goes to attack.
Yes.
Right.
That hits.
Now that is what Jack might have been asking.
I thought
Yeah.
You do see this creature.
tie goes to attacker.
Well, you already rolled, so I feel.
It's based on a reaction. You should be able to react to this. If there's a stipulation that says once
Must
you
be
know,
before.
When
Yeah.
a creature you can see within 60 feet, I guess that's another stipulation.
That's,
you're good.
That's what it
Yeah.
You're good.
Makes an attack against a creature other than you. You can spend 1 grit as a reaction to.
There's no
Yeah.
stipulation to knowing the result. So
Okay, so I do that.
you do that. Is it a roll to hit or is it just the reaction?
It is as a reaction, impose disadvantage.
Okay,
On the
so it'll roll disadvantage. Does a 5 hit your AC? With a natural 2 on the dice. That was Azula, by the way.
Oh, she's so
My
good.
man JJ.
You see this claw just sailing through the air. JJ essentially had been like posted up on this corner, resting his gun on his elbow. Hears that roar, looks over and sees it charging at Thalner, and just and the bullet just goes straight through his hand. And it just takes its other hand and just lunges and tries to smack you with a giant club that's in its hand.
Oh.
Oh,
Can't do anything for that one. I got 1 reaction.
19 to hit.
Oh.
Silvery barbs.
It has 2 attacks.
You're gonna
Son of our little friend.
you're gonna burn the spell slot.
I am.
Okay, silvery barbs
What does that do?
imposes
as a
disadvantage.
It works as a reaction.
All right, both of you guys have your reactions gone. 16 to hit.
You tried. You tried. I mean, it's not as good as grit, but you tried.
Thank you for trying. I'll be okay. I'm sure I'll be okay.
A club is a little
What does
scary.
40 damage look like?
That club is the size of
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
14.
14 points of bludgeoning damage. This creature swings its arm over and just clocks you right upside the head. You almost get smashed in between this this shipping container.
Alright.
That hurt real bad. Okay, so
Here it is, real quick.
that will leave it to Salvo.
I'm like wincing as I see it happen. I'm just like, oh, that hurt.
Alrighty. I'm roughly, what,
Should have shot the club.
50, 60 feet from these two people in front of, or below, Roscoe?
You would have technically been at the edge of this.
Yeah, because
block.
you're more on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more
Yeah.
to this side.
Yeah, you can see you and you do not have dark vision.
No.
You can see blurred images of humanoids. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, but I'm within, say, 60 feet?
Yes.
You're like, right, that's where the thing is.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I thought it was, I'm not on those things? I'm in the-
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
actually in the
There's a
rafter.
raptor.
Okay.
You essentially are on the rafter.
Okay,
right
then
now.
for all intents and purposes, imagine I'm like I move slightly this way.
Sure.
Just enough to be, if there is an object here, so I can see the big guy too.
Yep, you can
Is
see
the
him.
goal. So I walk out.
You definitely not only can you see him just because of the larger figure that he makes in the shadows, but he's just roaring.
Sure. So I move out that slight bit. Oh no, I'm facing you. I look down at the general blurs over here. I'm like, well, that won't do. And I cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh. Okay.
There you go.
Dex save, if I'm not wrong.
Let me double check that. Diddly 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 dee.
All
Dex,
fairies
Dex, yep.
instantly light on fire.
Yep. Dex throw.
Okay.
So DC 15.
15 for me.
So for the first one, fails. So the green scaled one fails.
Yeah, they
I do,
illuminated
I do.
or fairy fired.
I have a fairy fire.
Nice.
tell me what
The
that
humanoid one also fails.
Perfect. All right. So
Yep.
all of a sudden, there's a 20-foot cube of, in my case, blue light on every object, and those two people. Every attack made against them has advantage.
They're
Yep.
literally outlined, like
Yes,
as
like-
if in a video game they're targeted.
Yeah, like,
like,
you put on
and
you put on
display
like
with,
the
like, threat,
X-ray
threat.
vision.
Nice.
But then also, basically, most of this room and the shit in it is also lit up. So you have very clear view on these two people that you have advantage on attacks against them.
Nice. That's crazy.
And then I command my cannon to go face the other direction and shoot the giant dude.
Nice.
Salvo leans over, like throwing her hammer through the air, and just like a wash.
It's the
of-
rod right now.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you.
the rod. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
The
My rod of arcane focus.
this wash of blue, just almost like globs of spray paint, spatter against all of these people, lining these two. And in tandem, the cannon turns around, and points at the one yelling through the air. How does the cannon attacking work?
It's right now I have it. It's a tiny cannon, and it's the tiny force ballista, and it formed on my shoulder, where I made it. Made magic, cast it. You know, it's kind of a weird deal. But basically, it's formed of magic, but it's made of metal. It has 4 little legs, tink, and they kind of like lock into a little slot on my shoulder. It can walk if it needs to, but otherwise, think predator. And it goes, and on a bonus action, I can activate it, and it shoots at that ogre thingy.
Okay.
And on a hit, does a 14 hit?
It's a 14 hit. That is a good question. Let me double check.
Let's see if we bet. No, just kidding.
A 14 just barely hits.
It's a big.
Big target.
Big target. Yeah.
That's the word. I was
Give me a
gonna use.
second.
Big slow target.
Dumb, stupid.
Idiot. Ugly.
Boring. Who does that? He is like, look at
D&D
Hey,
target.
no bald hate though. No bald hate. He still has a good.
He is extremely bald, though.
He's ugly.
Whether,
He is ugly.
whether or not you don't like
Also
that, it's
bald.
on you. I'm just saying the facts.
All right, what's the damage?
Actually, I lied. I doesn't get the bonus on my cannon
Don't do
only.
this to us. Not now.
I'm sorry, my cannon doesn't get the bonus that my rod gives me, so it's actually only a 13. to hit.
13, unfortunately, misses.
Okay. I'm
I
sorry,
do
guys.
appreciate the honesty, though.
I don't want to
That
cheat.
is good
Yeah.
karma with your DM.
Yeah, good karma equals
Like a thunder wave
inspiration.
that wasn't supposed to
Like
be cast, for
inspirational
example.
Oh,
karma?
that might also be. Maybe not inspirational. We're in combat. All right. So, Salvo, are you taking any movement speed? You're gonna hang out on these rafters?
Well, I literally moved by 5.
The 5
and
feet,
like,
okay.
Otherwise, I'm like, do I don't know if this is an answer you can give me, but are these look climbable for a giant dude?
The shipping containers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
he's standing
just tall.
higher than.
then I'm gonna move where it's less climbable.
Okay. So kind of over where Jack is.
Yeah, I guess so. If that's,
Okay. You guys will share the flask.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put myself
I can move
there,
that sideways.
even though I'm more. Don't worry
That's
about
fine.
it.
Okay. Xeris,
I tried.
you are
Chomp down there.
up, my friend.
That makes me nervous.
Magic missile. They hit. I'll roll damage.
Oh man.
I
They-
love
they-
magic missiles so much.
I'm not even gonna mess with it.
Yeah, that's like, we're just gonna do this. Okay, so the one that got stabbed looks really rough, right?
Yes. Very bad. Very, very bad. Yes.
Okay.
Real quick.
Not so quick.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Real quick.
He's a child.
16.
I'm
Okay.
so curious.
Not the weaker one that had just gotten stabbed by Sora, but the taller one that's kind of like screaming about a dagger in his torso. He turns around, is just like panicked, like looking, and then also sees Sora. But in that moment that he's twisting around, you recognize this to be a Tabaxi with a half coat.
Is this
This is Thane.
Thane? I don't know what to do with this information. Well, I definitely say Thane, which you would.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, score?
They,
The little kid I knew,
Did we?
who's now an adult.
for us drunks who forgot.
The cat.
Tabaxi cat guard.
I guess you
from-
technically were
Roscoe wasn't even there.
It
okay.
was
Yeah.
us 3.
Yeah, then you don't know.
When we snuck into Malachi's office, the
You
kid
got-
that was, huh?
I was you, Jack, and Stack were on the.
Yeah, you
Bizarre.
were watching fireworks and stuff. Yeah, that was the person who was like studying in the Izzet and supposed to be
Watching
guarding
the door.
We actually have fan art of Thane.
Check it out on our Discord.
And Facebook.
Okay, so noticing. Oh my gosh. Do I feel like I'm about to kill some good guys? Can I say that? Can I ask that?
What's your passive insight? I normally have like a nice, neat little thing that tells me all your
Passive
passives.
insight's only 10.
You don't think that they're necessarily good. They're here, and that's a problem. Whether or not Xeris would decide to kill or to take lives, that is entirely your prerogative.
Well, that little one that just got stabbed. Yeah, it's definitely catching some of this.
Catching some of these magic hands.
They're not doing a lot though. They're cute.
I don't think it needs a lot.
They all go out at the same time is the problem.
Yeah, so they all hit the same target.
So
How much damage?
Do they hit the same?
they don't
target?
hit. They don't have to
No,
hit the
they're
same target.
same
but
time.
they go at the same time.
Beside them. Before.
So I have a 2, 2, and a 1, and so I'm gonna hope that a 3 will do. I'm gonna hope for it. So I'm gonna do a 2 and a 1 to him, and then the other one is gonna go. Actually, you know what?
You know you
One's-
add
one's
plus
going-
1 per dart, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have one of them go to each of these 3, and I'm gonna say I noticed that after it.
Yeah, you just kind of spread your hands wide, and these arcane small arrowheads just fling from the rafters, smacking into each one of these. And then you see Thane like, "Bah!" No, just kidding. It's not like that. But he's just like, ah! Definitely screaming in pain.
He got hit with the 1, so
Okay.
2 damage to Thane,
Where did my pen go? Oh, I got
Three
it.
damage.
and
to
3
the other
damage
two.
to the other 2
Okay.
each. Was that enough for the little one?
Nope. Still up.
So way worse interpretation. Apparently, there's a bug on D&D Beyond, and it should actually apply to my Force Ballista.
So it did hit the creature.
Apparently, according to the forums. but
Okay,
that-
so
damage?
you didn't even roll damage. So go ahead and do that
I
real
did
quick.
not. I'm just going back and
Yeah.
forth. Your DM rules. They're saying it should. It just doesn't apply because it's a bonus to your pet
You can
spells,
manually override that. We'll
which
do
I
that.
will
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But it didn't automatically.
You hit the
Like-
thing.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your
Which is
damage.
very important because of what it does.
And yeah, it hasn't got.
Don't really care as much about the damage, which is still 9 force damage, but
Nice.
it is pushed back 5 feet, so it's no longer engaged on you,
Bye.
which is the important part.
Essentially, the impact that pushes back this insane grafted man also happens staccato with these magic missiles that hit these other 3 creatures over by the diminished campfire. Just almost like fireworks popping off in this warehouse. From there, Xeris, do you take movement speed or a bonus action?
I don't believe I have anything I can do with my bonus action. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with my bonus action, and I will move farther down the rafter to where I'm above these little wood chunks. over
Okay.
here.
So your full movement speed?
Yeah, I think.
And yeah, so you're basically just moving like above the hay bales,
Yeah, I would say that's.
about halfway. Yeah, so you basically get into the corner of like
Here,
that
you can,
room
you
right
can
there.
take me off of that thing and then just
It
put
says-
me on the
it's
table,
your-
and we'll just imagine I'm tall. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine right there.
Spell attack, but it uses your spell.
Okay.
That works.
So that was Xeris' turn.
This area is still dark, right?
Yes, the entire warehouse is pitch. It's almost as if you guys are like with the rain splattering in the
Except for this
background.
room, it's real bright.
Yeah, the office is really bright, but with the rain kind of staccato happening and all these explosions happening all around, it's like some strange scene in like Batman, just like flashes of light and just rain and thunder pouring down in the darkness of this room. Yeah, literally.
So what I want to do is free action, yell out, toss the rocks.
Okay. Zira says that. This creature moves forward 30 feet underneath the two of you that are in rafters. That's probably good right about there. And you see him essentially kind of flip open a couple pages into his hand and outstretch his fingers. And the man that had just been pushed back begins to literally hulk out and get larger and larger and larger as he casts enlarge on him.
He's already huge.
He is now almost 20 foot tall. And is doing a lot more damage, potentially.
Oh no.
As a bonus action, he does nothing.
Can I put him on like
So who
a
cast that
thing
on
to
him?
make him look huge?
Did he cast that on himself?
Salvo, they're basically right below you. You would have seen and heard like some sort of incantations. They're the closest person to you, therefore you can see them the best.
The dude with
They,
the green thing on
it
him?
is concentrating.
The poison guy?
I don't know if you can see.
It's on the other side of the flask.
Oh, okay.
Damn. There's a dragon guy on the other side.
Oh, right. The one who came running down.
Yeah, so he's concentrating on enlarge reduce. He's enlarging the grafted figure.
I would have got that on it, definitely.
And with that,
He's concentrating?
Yeah.
yes, he's concentrating.
Is the big guy concentrating?
The big
No,
guy
the
is
big
just
guy is just
enlarged.
Oh, he was in okay, got it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Big guy
that's
is
who I was
bigger.
pointing at. Whose turn it is?
Yep. So, these three figures here, one of them has taken no damage and is
That's taking damage.
That's true.
I-
Because he
The
hit him with
middle one?
magic missiles.
Yeah.
oh yeah, he took 2 points of damage.
Three.
Three.
Let me double check. Make sure I got that. I did. Okay. My apologies for forgetting.
That's fine.
He's taken a little bit of damage. This one's taken quite a bit, and this one's staggering. They all three disengage and take their movement speed and begin running this direction. So basically, all of them except for the small one here make it to this like crossways. Yep. Yep.
And this guy, where does he go?
Just a little bit behind them.
Yeah. Are you peeking? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. That was their bonus actions. So the smallest one is going to turn around and produce a hand crossbow and fire a shot at Silra.
They all bonus action disengage. Nice.
Opportunity attack from him running away from
They
him.
Disengaged.
Can you bonus action disengage?
If you're a sub class.
Gotcha.
Just over the table, you guys wouldn't have this knowledge. Silra, you do recognize these as former members that you were associated with. The one you stabbed, you probably hated very much. But that one turns around and produces a light hand crossbow. Does a 12 hit your AC? Okay. He goes, he fires and just curses under his breath and continues turning around to run. The first two, however, will take their full actions to dash down this hallway.
Like, what are you thinking?
Basically where these pillars are.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
He turned around to fucking...
That one's chilling. He's chilling. Okay. So from there,
Did poison guy take extra damage when he's poisoned? How's that work?
No, he has disadvantage on ability checks
okay.
Isn't like
So
losing health?
and saving throws.
No, it's-
from there,
Pokemon.
this creature dashes forward and sniffing through the air, its first target that it can sense is Silra, and basically points his nose over at her, but doesn't have the movement speed to get there. He stops right about there. This creature continues moving down this direction, and he will...
You can use these for enemies too.
Just post him up basically right here by this hay bale. He was trying to hide and did so poorly.
Nailed it.
And then these two, after being hit with the fairy fire, they still have no idea what is up in the rafters, but they saw beams of light coming from Xerxes' general direction, a gunshot, and this cannon basically blasting off. Their only trajectory that they can see right now is technically Jack. So one of them is going... Hold on, let me double check this real quick. Which one was it? Sorry, I'm gonna read my notes.
So Kyoto's on the ground and I love it.
Lovely. Okay, so one of them tries to attempt to throw a dagger at Jack. It's the green scaled one. 23 to hit.
Ooh.
Okay. Will you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
What's the dagger's range?
30-60.
Yeah, disadvantage. And
Disadvantage. 20 to hit.
That also. Oh shit.
Well, that's a 2 in the
I want to win.
2 on the save. Okay. You take 6 points of piercing damage as a dagger just kind of sticks into your backside, not basically 2 inches below where the prior dagger mark was made on the back. And you
50.
are actually poisoned.
60.
If you will give him a poison condition ring, please.
Oh no.
Poison just
Which
means
one?
you have disadvantage on ability checks moving forward until the poison dissipates.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't even hit you. Man.
Okay.
It's like a weird Jenga.
The one that had just thrown the dagger, he moves forward into this hallway, stopping
Thank you for having long arms.
You welcome.
stopping basically right outside of that.
Superpowers.
The same thing.
This one
Big fingers.
takes an action and a dash and runs into this room.
What? But I'm.
You just see a streak of a glowing man passing through this area.
There we go. You can
Yep,
pick it.
that's
Right about
60
here.
feet. Yep,
There you go.
there you
That
go.
doesn't count.
Roscoe fell off.
All right, roll fall damage.
And y'all see these guys just lit up running in there.
It's lit.
You just see a flash of light through the hallway.
Bright as shit.
Hold on just a sec. I need to change the music. It's not quite the vibe. All right, so that was those creatures' turns. Roscoe, you're up.
What are the chances? Now, I was gonna ask this more when they were beneath me. Of me,
There's
you
no
know,
beneath you.
lassoing one around the neck.
What? Down below?
Yeah. Like, let's say I was here. Can I throw a rope and try and lasso this dude?
You may certainly try.
All right, so I'm going to
You can move half
use
that
some
stick.
moist. That's not even a jump. That's just running across the thing. I'm gonna try and lasso this guy around the neck, and then like jump over here and use counterweight to try and hang him. But I'll land on this side of the wall.
Okay, so here's the deal. Like, not because I don't love the idea. You take out some rope, reaction. Let's say Roscoe is a rapscallion and already had it in a noose fashion.
I've got one specifically for noosing.
Okay. You can... This is essentially going to be a dexterity attack like you were throwing a dagger or something. This is at disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
But it's very.
But he's lit up.
Very fast.
So, flat roll. Flat roll.
But also.
But
the
I should get my
dark vision
plus
issue,
for my dart throw.
And the dark vision issue is canceled out in addition because he's also lit up.
Yep.
So it
he
is straight
emits light in a
advantage.
10-foot radius too.
Yeah.
So when there is disadvantage and there is advantage,
Correct.
it always washes.
But the disadvantage that would be there from dark vision doesn't exist because it's lit up.
Yeah, that's
the
what we
target
just
is
did,
lit
flat
up.
roll.
So I should get
No,
my
but that's separate from the fairy
pluses
fire
for
giving
like
advantage.
throwing a dart.
Oh, so
'Cause-
there's like,
Like that dude is glowing.
The general rule of
brightly.
thumb is that when there is a condition that is disadvantage and when there is a condition that there is
That is-
advantage, it washes.
But
That
let's
is
talk-
correct, but the disadvantage condition is gone.
There is no, like
Because-
what did
because
what is
he
the
is
advantage
lit up.
from? What
Fairy
gives? No, but I mean, like, what about fairy fire gives advantage?
That's
Is
their
it because-
outline.
Because they're outlined and
So
glowing.
that makes sense that if you don't have dark vision and would have disadvantage, their outline is what gives you the ability to see them. since it's about visibility, that makes sense to cancel out. If it was like a magical advantage on hits or whatever,
I
or
guess the
a
argument-
disadvantage on a
I
save.
I think to move it forward, you have advantage on the hit.
Because in daylight, you'd have advantage.
So I've got advantage. Do I get my plus?
To hit, yes.
You're proficient with roping, bud.
Oh, this kind of answers it. So it says it sheds dim light in 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature object has advantage if the attacker can see it.
Yep, so you're good.
So I get advantage.
Thank you for the clarification.
In addition to
Always
my hit,
read your
that's
spells.
equal to what I would use if I was throwing a dart.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Keep her advantage.
They were both actually.
That was
solid
good.
rolls.
That was also good. The first one was actually a good sound. So that would be a 25.
Ooh!
To lasso this guy around the neck.
Oh my god. Oh my word.
Only because I pity him. I'm gonna give him an athletics check because he's not trying to like weasel his way out of this rope. Like he essentially grabs onto it as he feels pressure pulling him.
Sure,
I mean,
test that
how
25.
fast can he do that?
No.
Even with a pretty good additive, he got a 12.
So I lasso him.
You lasso him.
There's a rafter right here. I then jump down over here and pull him up and hang him. Lay up for everyone to see. From the rafters.
Disco! Pinata?
So how suffocation works is once it begins, it essentially has
Death saves.
once it starts the actual suffocation process. So let's say it was underwater and it took a big gulp of breath. Once that part begins, it is on death saves. So let me just figure this out real quick. Roscoe, what's your inventory right now?
I mean, what do you want? I got all sorts of shit.
What's your total weight?
Oh.
Make sure your backpack's equipped if it's not.
81.
81 pounds?
Do it.
I got a well, I should be more than that because that doesn't count my character weight.
Yeah, and then what's your
what's your character weight?
Like 40 pounds?
You're heavier than that, bud. You're a stout
you're not
halfling.
I don't know.
You're a stout halfling.
So give him a
50 pounds?
What's your height?
3'6".
Also,
stout.
none of his keg isn't on here either.
Oh, my keg's not on there.
3'6", and what's your strength score?
My
10.
10 is it my base strength?
3'6", 10.
I've got a lot of
roughly about
liquor.
60. And then what's your inventory weight, not including the keg?
81.
We got to reconsider how much weight you can carry. But no, he's hanging there. He's hanging there gasping. Yep. You guys just see the blue figure just kind of kicking and flailing through the air.
He's blue.
If I need to, I can try, like, I don't know how heavy these boxes are. I can, like, lash into boxes or something, or...
As far as action economy on your turn right now, you'd have to wait until the next one.
But then I'm fine, just holding on to this.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was inspiring. Just want to say.
It was, wasn't
That
it?
was inspiring.
Yeah, Roscoe, you get an inspiration.
I'm gonna put this guy up here now.
So, real quick, it is Thalner's turn in initiative, but they had to make a quick detour. You guys, at this time, basically in tandem with Thalner's turn, hear once more a large roaring sound, just echoing through this chamber, and blasting out of that door in this hallway. Extremely large creature.
Out of where?
This doorway right here, basically, this cross section has been seemingly, good right there. As they flashed out from that area, you hear, and he picks up and is now flying in the air, and moves forward. Yep, that's good. Let me just double check.
Does he have a flail tail?
He does.
Oh yeah.
More or less.
Is it a mace? flaming tail?
You think you might see that as it flies above you. It is going to fly past the one that is currently hung up.
Not worried.
Nope.
Good.
And then the closest creature into this vicinity, it has the move speed. It gets basically right up to Jack.
Does it? Is it flying? Well,
It's
I guess
flying.
It's kind of answer. Does it fly above, below rafters, into?
It is basically flying just high enough below the rafters to where it then pops up, folding its wings out and catching air, and takes its first few attacks against
Phew.
Jack.
I don't like that. I think that. Did you miss?
However,
I don't like the vernacular.
this was the descriptor that was occurring during Thalner's turn. I would like Thalner to take his turn. Do not ask questions about just what happened. What just happened?
But
Ignore
but-
the giant
but look
blue demon.
at this.
Demon dragon with spiky tail.
It's your turn. That's not there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you were the closest to it. I'm sorry.
That's
Um.
happens.
By closest, I mean it saw.
Yeah.
So seeing those guys run down that hallway, don't want to be. I want to get away from that. I'm gonna run over towards these barrels over here. Puts me down. Thanks. And kind of be safe and remind me your character's name again. Silra. I was gonna say Silva. It was close.
Salvo.
Just do what Roscoe does. Don't even learn that character
Oh
name.
yeah. Nice.
Cheers.
So yeah, I'm gonna move, and then as I kind of scurry over and place my hand on Silra and say, "Did you expect this many monsters?"
And then you hear a crashing
this
sound
monster.
and look over, and a large creature with your dark vision, you can see just flies up into the air and is now with two swords in hand charging at Jack that's on a rafter. No. Sarah, what do you say?
Monsters, plural.
This is getting way out of hand.
But with that touch, I cast heroism. So you get an additional
17
temporary hit points
D4.
that are just straight up. 4 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And I think that's it.
There's something else.
Nope. Oh, immune to being frightened. It says it at the top. I figured it was at the end. Imbued with bravery. So you feel this kind of like, okay, we got a lot going on, but you know what? I signed up for this.
Do you know there was this many monsters? No! She's not excited now. More targets!
Okay.
With a hop and a sting.
Additional 4 and resist or immune to being frightened.
Okay.
You're not
So,
scared. You're not scared.
real quick, bonus action on your turn?
Oh, no Thunderwave. Bonus action. I have my Unseen Servant still.
No, it poofed.
No.
Oh,
There was no
it did-
thunder.
It's still just kind of holding a barrel that's like slowly leaking out onto the ground.
I mean, holding. It has a strength of 2.
It's just dumping a barrel onto the ground.
It kind of.
A cup.
Things happened. Story happened.
It is going to. I hadn't thought through using it during this combat because it will.
What is a 2 strength punch to the face?
I mean, yeah, it's not like it's gonna
It heals you.
hurt anyone.
It's -1 damage.
Be more than that. Less than that. Technically.
It's just gonna go lay down in front of this guy that was running into the room. This guy with fairy fire right here. I'm sorry.
You've taken Xeris out.
This guy.
Okay. So the attempt here is to invisibly maybe trip it.
Yes.
Tabletop.
I love that idea.
It's
You do
invisible.
that. You
It's
do
just
that.
gonna go lay
Prostrate itself invisibly in front of this man.
For what?
You unseen servant.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
For what?
Yeah,
Just marking as the unseen
Oh,
servant.
yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so
Keep him right there.
what you had missed, what I had half described, this very large monstrous creature has flown out of this side of the warehouse. It is now swinging swords at Jack.
Swords.
Swords.
Plural.
A few.
The first one's a natural
That tail
20.
doesn't do
No. No.
Inspiration.
it. I mean, that works.
What are we doing? Silvery barbs, inspiration. Are you, Jack? Are you using your reaction to deflect this? Who's doing what?
I can't.
It's a natural 20.
Yes.
So I'm going to, because I haven't used my reaction this round. So I'm going to silvery barbs it.
Does that make him re-roll?
He
Gives him disadvantage.
He has to
right?
take the
Okay.
whatever this roll.
Same thing as me giving him inspiration.
Unless he
or
confirms
de-inspiration.
24 to hit.
Not a crit though.
It's not a crit.
true.
Nobody messing with it? 24 to hit?
Can't do anything.
Okay. First sword sings through the air.
Into your body.
Not that great of damage. 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It's kind of streaking across your back.
Normal sword.
It takes its second sword attack as part of its momentum slices into you. The wings pull back some more, and then it slices again. Not okay. 9 to hit. You kind of twist yourself around these rafters, just holding on and wide-eyed. Jack, passive perception. This creature appears to be what would be a dragonborn if, like, massive, jacked up on roids and black scaled. This is terrifying for you. And it goes ahead and swings its tail, doing a bicycle hit on you.
Told you.
Flail tail.
20, dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Ow.
I need you to give me a strength saving throw, please.
Oh no.
You dirty rat.
At disadvantage. Question.
Yeah, you're poison. It's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Are saves skill checks?
Yep.
Hiya! It's a 17. First one. Wait,
Strength
for,
save.
For dirty 20. Cool.
Ooh.
That is 18.
12 points of bludgeoning damage as this tail whips around, kind of smacks you in the
Is that half damage?
No, that's the full damage. The save was for him not getting knocked off of the rafters.
Okay, cool.
Take the remaining damage that would have done.
Die.
12 points of bludgeoning damage as this bone spiky like tail smacks you in the back, and it just kind of recenters itself and growls with saliva just dripping off of its jaws.
Nice.
Silra, you're up.
Silra is kind of assessing the room and realizing that this is
That's
a
my turn.
very chaotic battle.
Oh, it is. I am so sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, please.
My apologies. I wasn't even paying attention to my own initiative tracker. It is JJ's turn.
I'm scared.
That's a reaction.
Yeah.
Where,
Okay.
Where's that evil beast in your initiative track?
Between,
Okay.
didn't it? Oh wait, so
In
you had it
between JJ
take
and Paula.
its turn before JJ's.
Yeah, but let's roll as it stands.
Cool. I will.
Ouch.
I have to figure out the order of operations here.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah, this is a pretty good order of operations. It's near to like the fuck around, find out method. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just saying.
So I will use a bonus action and 1 grit to dodge roll 10 feet without provoking opportunity.
On the rafters.
Can I go like this way, or would I still be in this range?
All out. Yep. It's kind of like you're weaving in and out of the metal structure that's up there. Sure.
Yeah, I just figured I would run either that direction or this direction.
Sure.
And then.
So you burn a grit, and essentially it's a disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action. And then I will.
Which way do you want to go?
This way.
I guess towards those shipping containers. So I got a free 10 feet from that as the roll, and then I'm going to. Would you say I'd be able to get on the ground from here or no?
You're on the rafters. It's
Or
what,
just
30,
movement?
30 foot up, I think you said?
Your total movement speed would end you on the shipping container that is actually on the ground.
Okay.
If you wanted to like jump down.
Yeah, so put me behind that
Yep.
thing. Cool. And then as an action, I will use a healer kit on myself. Wait.
So now, I gotta ask, is this before you got fucking...
Nope, it's happening concurrently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mistakes were made, but story's still going to continue.
Yeah.
My
He wouldn't be
apologies,
doing
y'all.
it like this if he was
Okay.
injured, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will spend one healer kit for 1d4. 1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I need that.
You're using charge the healer's kit on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
For a plus 2, 10 HP. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
10 HP back. Jack, you just weave in and out. After getting smacked in the back with this tail, you just kind of weave in and out. There isn't an opportunity to attack because this creature was using reach basically the whole time. And even if it did, it would just kind of like glance off and send sparks flying throughout the warehouse. You dive through these bars, kind of drop down, bleeding a little bit, pick yourself up, and then kind of slide down to the other side of this shipping container, taking care of some of your wounds through your healing kit.
Yes.
Movement, bonus action, anything else, free action?
That was everything. Oh, I'm gonna toss my rock, the glowy rock, in that hallway as I was leaving. Which
All of
dropped it. Yeah, in that general vicinity, not for accuracy.
Sure. Yeah, you're just, especially not for accuracy, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and toss that rock.
Okay. I also gain the same number of temporary hit points to what I healed.
From the healer's kit?
As a class or subclass feature.
From the dodge roll grit?
It is. Hold on, let me read it to you.
Yeah, let's hear
Rugged endurance. You know how to roll with the punches. Whenever you gain hit points during combat, you gain the same number of temporary hit points, and they only last a turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So sorry for you messing up that initiative order. I'm going to get better at these things one day. Thauner had essentially gotten away, cast heroism on Silra. JJ, after taking a couple hits, goes off into a corner to try to take care of himself. It is now Silra's turn.
All right. Silra kind of sees that the room has been fully infiltrated, that everyone is thoroughly caught up in this battle. Thalner just casts this spell on her, and she's gonna kind of give him a little salute, and then she's going to
Leave.
sprint off and climb this wall right here and rabbit jump across.
Okay. So, you have roughly 60 feet of movement using that, just because of
Where are
your
you going?
bonus
This way.
action.
This way.
So, who has that 60-foot strip?
I do.
Okay, will you give that to her?
Drop.
Will you give that to her so she can show you where she's intending to fall?
So that's where you were. That's 60 foot.
Yeah, she would land
I'll
on
be
the other
right
side
on
of that.
this.
Okay.
Well,
Downer, you just see her give you a little salute, start sprinting, jump, and like sailing through the air, lands over two hallways or two walls. The only person that would have also have seen this in this moment is Salvo. Salvo, you see the Herringon basically disappear behind some doorways. And as you, not doorways, walls, and as you kind of look over in that direction, you see a person glowing blue just sprinting over into this corner and then drop, and then that spell fades. You would know that that meant that that person was dead. And with Silra running over into that room, and with the fact that it is growing a little bit late, we're going to end session there.
Oh. Jeez.
To pick up next time.
Oh,
my
boy.
friends.
That guy.
Scales of fate seem a little bit tilted right now in this fight.
It's not good.
We got this.
You tilted, bruh?
This guy's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. You can pull him off.
Wait, how'd he die?
How?
Next
Find out next time on Scales of Fate.
Alright,
Which one died? This one
This
died?
guy died.
That one, yep.
This guy just died.
dude, that's never been hit.
What was the spell that faded?
Fairy fire.
Oh, okay.
So,
He just died.
as
Died right
we, well, I mean, obviously, so we need this map for next time. We'll take a picture,
Yeah, I was
make
gonna
sure
say.
everybody orders
Yes.
that, and we'll pick up from there. I hope everyone here that was watching this had a fun time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and bearing with the craziness that is combat with so many different people on board. Do you guys have anything to say to our viewers as we close out?
We
I
love
like
you.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Do a
Thanks for letting me
backflip.
join
Yeah.
you guys today.
Yes, welcome, guys.
Please help us.
Yeah, send help, thoughts, and prayers.
And hell, who
Follow
would
us
do
on
that?
social media to see the unveiling of some really interesting things.
Yeah, we do have a lot more of that coming along the way.
Cool art that you'll be seeing soon.
Cool art, cool dice,
dice,
cool
sweet dice.
people.
Cool.
Speaking of cool people,
Cool beer.
cool beer.
No.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Cheers. all right.
That shit's warm.
It's
Okay.
actually still cold. 'Cause I don't know if anyone could tell on camera, but I had Michael get it for me during combat.
Yeah, because
so
I
cool.
wasn't on camera.
They did not know
You
this.
are now, though.
Hi. Oh, hi. Okay,
Aluminum
guys.
cowboy.
Well,
Always stays cold. Popping stain.
Lie.
we're gonna end this awkwardness. We love you all.
Thank you so much for watching.
week.
Goodbye.
Adios, guys.